What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are in Madden 21 today with our Christmas holiday special. I don't even know, but the colors of green and red, we all know them. I don't know if we all love them, but we all love them for a moment in time. And of course, that's what we're going to do today. You guys haven't really been feeling the rebuilds this year. I ain't even going to lie, you guys just really haven't, which is, I wouldn't say it's cool, but you know, I mean, what can I really say? You guys like what you like. But if there's something I'm doing in rebuilds that is a reason why you guys don't want to watch them, or if there's something you feel I could do better or make them more interesting, let me know in the comment section below. But as for this one, it is going to be a 10-year rebuild. It's not going to be 10 years for each team. We'll probably do that at some point in the future. But as of right now, I want to do 5 years for the Chiefs, 5 years for the Packers, because they're the most green and red teams I could think of, honestly. When I think of the Packers, I think green and gold. When I think of the Chiefs, I think of red. When I think of the Jets, I think of a really bad team. Boy, oh boy. Hey, just talking about another green team here. Let's give the Jets a little respect. You know, they should have lost, but at least they're not like the Jags that actually have a decent bit of talent and are legitimately tanking, where the Jets, they literally just have a bad team. The Jaguars should have several wins. It shouldn't even be a battle for #1 overall pick. The Jets, give it to them. Give them some credit for winning. You know what? Let's give them a round of applause, okay? Really stupid. I mean, could have hurt the team for, 10 to 20 years down the line, but good job, man. And that sounds like a nutsack on a table. I am sorry about that. Christmas. So, of course, with these 5 years for each team, we are going to be rocking with two very high favorites to win the Super Bowl. Of course, I would give the Chiefs the right. If I had to bet money on who would win, let's say they both had to play each other, let alone not even making it there. They both went to the Super Bowl. I would probably say the Chiefs win 9 out of 10 times. So, yeah, the Chiefs are a little bit better. We're going to start with the Chiefs because we're going to see if we can build that God squad. It's not really a rebuild, it's more of a reload, but we still got to do every team, and this is a team we have not done. We haven't done the Colts either. There might be a few other teams we haven't done, but we have not done the Chiefs, so there's one of the teams. Of course, Tyreek Hill, the fastest man in the NFL. I mean, honestly, at this point, you could maybe even make an argument for fastest man on the planet. I mean, Usain Bolt ain't running around like Tyreek Hill is right now, I'll tell you what. So, I mean, I would love to see it. I would love to see the fastest, known athletes. Of course, there's probably somebody out there that, isn't in the limelight that's just blazing it down the city block right now, chasing the ice cream truck for all we know. But this is what the roster looks like. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, of course, a fun rookie and very interesting one. He's like a slow Darren Sproles. He's like a end-of-career Darren Sproles, but with developmental capabilities. A very strange but fun to watch player. Of course, you have Patrick Mahomes, probably the best quarterback in football right now. You got to like the way Rodgers is playing, a lot of other great quarterbacks playing. But, I mean, if I have to have one guy to, plug and play around the league, he's probably the guy, right? Maybe Wilson. As far as these guys that are mobile, these are the new age, obviously. Tyreek Hill, we already mentioned it, the fastest man in the league without a doubt. I mean, you just can't cover him. I just don't know what you do. Sammy Watkins, obviously, on the older side now, and then Hardman, Tyreek Hill's little brother, basically. Travis Kelce, 30 years old, but since he's an X Factor, he'll be here, longer than 5 years, maybe even 6, 7, 8, for all we know. Usually tight ends last about 36 to 38 with X Factor. Mitchell Schwartz, of course, 31 years old, worries the hell out of me, but that should be good for at least 2 to 3 years or so. Of course, we'll be getting Mr. Doctor Man back at some point. Is Kalichi Semele hurt? Yikes. Tears tendons in both knees. How is that even possible? Both knees. He needs to not. Please. Of course, looking at the defensive side of things, the cornerbacks. That's the spot you worry about. But you have Snead, the rookie. I remember watching literally the opener for the Chiefs. He looked pretty damn impressive, and EA thinks so as well, as he is now star development traits. Juan Thornhill, a lot of potential. Maybe even move him to corner at some points. There is potential, but there obviously are holes. Left end, right end, because, I mean, Frank Clark is getting paid a lot. He just made the Pro Bowl. Oh, my God, you can't even get rid of him. He's literally locked in. Of all the players, please, why? And they traded like a second round for him, I think. God, that's harsh. Seeing that contract and knowing we can't get rid of him makes me so sad. If you want to make me less sad, leave a like and subscribe. 1 like and subscribe makes me -1 sad. We don't even try joining, because I'll kick you. I'll kick you. Get you out of here. But we are gonna rock real rosters, or draft class. See where they like down the line, of course. Mr. Schwartz, oh wow, I really don't care, dude. Honestly, what am I even doing here? Like, he's like 17 overall. I was scrolling through to see who he had re-signed, and Jesus, it just kept going and going and going. Like, could you not? I'm trying to find, which players I want to get rid of. I can't find them if there's just too many. As far as who I'd want to get, keep, Charvarius Ward, who I've called Chardavius Ward a few times. Looks like one of the guys. Duvernay, I think we're gonna keep. He's a doctor on the front lines. I want him to make even more money, okay? You know how they're like, doctors and teachers and all that need to make more money? Well, here's our opportunity, damn it. I lead by example. Why can't everyone else? That's not how it works. Collegiate Assembly, if he's still here looking like a cheap fella, I will do it. And I'm not saying like he's a cheap person, but, linemen are, they don't regress too hard this year, even though he's 31. Sammy Watkins, as much as I would like to keep him, I'm going to be honest, Chief, you are asking for the money that I do not have. Do you see the contract that Frank Clark's making? He's having. That's literally the guy I'm going to point to every time someone's like, hey, why didn't you keep me? I'm just going to point to him. I'm just going to, hey, bring him into your office and ask him, because that's the guy. And oh my Lord, we are literally broke in the terms of like, we have nobody. 5-4. Come on, Kansas. I'm not going to show you the exact record. I don't know the playoff picture, but keep in mind, rest or start, ? We did win. I was not certain we were going to be in the playoffs, but according to this, obviously you could see the Chargers are there. Heck of a game this week, Coach, if you checked it. We literally just played to make the playoffs and hold the #1 seed. The #1 divisional spot. I'm pretty sure we knew we were in the playoffs. Jesus. The general manager, who also manages every single team, if you didn't know. It's literally the same guy. Mahomes, pretty modest numbers. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, maybe superstar, I don't know. Hardman gets me hard, man. That's superstar for sure. Tyreek, kind of a season. Kelsey was solid. Watkins, we just don't have room for 3 players on this team in the receiving category. Tackles are a bit low. Sacks, okay, Frank, sit back, relax yourself. I get it. You just showed me up. 5 for Mahomes, which isn't bad. 3 for Offensive Player of the Year. TJ Watt. Rookies awards. No, Chargers got a couple of those, which isn't really good because they're in our division. O-line, we see Schwartz at the #1 spots. Yeah, not really much to show for. I mean, we had a couple of guys up there, but okay, I mean, here we are. You kind of expected us to be here, but the question is how far. I mean, 10-6, barely getting there as well. It's kind of a strugglesome season. Ooh, I like this. This atmosphere is so nice. I like the darkness and then the lightness, and I don't know what I'm even saying at this point. But the Chargers, division rival, we did just beat them. Surely you win again, right? I mean, like, you just beat them. There's no bye week, so I mean, you know what to do to beat them again. But I mean, okay, I guess we forgot how to do that. 10-17 now, 4 minutes left. That, I mean, I don't know how you come back from this. I don't know what's happening, and it scares me. A world where the Chiefs aren't super dominant is a world, well, to be honest, it's a world I want to live in. Oh, look at this. There you go. No way the Chiefs are making this play. I mean, it makes sense, but like, what? Wait, what? Was it, hello? Was it a block? If it's not a block, I'm restarting. If there's no punt block, I'm restarting. Oh, it was a punt block. Damn it. Well, that's a GG. Ice him. I don't care. I'll ice him. Watch, it's not going to ice him. How much you want to bet it's not going to ice him because of how many minutes are left in the overtime period? Oh, it worked. I apologize. Got to go Tyron. Nah, you got to go with the outside every time. I tried to bail, and I couldn't. Honestly, I don't even know if you could actually block field goals on next gen because the agility and whatnot is really bad. So it wouldn't even surprise me. But, of course, we lose the first game. That would be so shocking. Mahomes tried his best. He did pretty well, in fairness. But we lost. We lost. The ground game was terrible. Hardman, oh, my Lord. How do you have a 200-yard receiver and you lose the game? That's just nuts. City, which is the city your mom is a lot. Wow. Randy Bullock, speaking of Bullocks, missed the field goal and we still lost. What an attempt to come back, and then we lose. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the punter's fault because, A, the blockers probably, sold more than him, and B, we had the game. The offense just got, 3-and-outed, basically. Not even 3-and-out. What do you call it if it's a 3-and-out but you fumble? It's like a 3-and-out of the stadium because they won the game? I don't even know. Super Bowl between the Browns and the Packers. Gotta love that original matchup. Two high overall teams facing off. And the winner of this one is the Packers, it would appear. Here's for the moment of truth. What kind of dev-ups do we have? Hell, we may have not had any. Okay, you can see Hardman did go up to superstar. 85 overall, 23-year-old superstar. Recuperation. These are just, don't make any sense. Give him something that makes sense. Not that it really matters, but, why not? Let's go short in, I suppose. No upgrade for Clyde Edwards, which is kind of sucky, but he's an 88 overall. I'm cool with that. Willie Gay gets an upgrade. What a name. Frank Clark is an 82 overall superstar. I mean, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it, but it's also a little surprising that he is run committed when he's not good at stopping the run. Interesting. Under pressure, I guess? I don't know. It doesn't matter because it's Sim. I mean, the team's not in the worst spot ever. We have Charvarius Ward. Maybe we should even have re-signed him because we have Fenton. So maybe we should have, went for a corner in the draft. But then again, we do kind of have to focus on linebackers. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Can we get rid of Hitchens? Is there any... Really? Can we, hitch him to the back of a car on the highway and, oh no, can't play anymore. That's pretty dark. Kalichi Assembly did not play for us because, of course, the injury we mentioned. Yeah, we got to save some money somewhere. Hey, Mahomes, remember that time we, didn't get a good line? It's going to happen again. Sweet, dude. All right, so let's take a look at these salaries. Is there anyone we can send away? Tyrann Mathieu, of course, is a really good player in real life. Not worth the money here, but I don't really have much of a choice. Man, that contract has got to be, biting them so hard. Frank Clark is making so much. Eric Fisher might be okay in real life, but sorry, dog, that's way too much money. I ain't gonna lie, that's way too much money. And you can see here, I mean, the money isn't crazy for down the line, but it's just those numbers up top. Hitchens is making a fortune. I'm just gonna give them an advice. Don't sign any defenders to 10 mil plus deals. It's just, even if you sign Tyrann Mathieu, it's somehow going to be bad. I don't know how to explain it, but it will be. It's just going to be. Kenny Galladay, could you imagine we signed him? Of course, do not need him. Shaquille Griffin, that's a name you don't see, well, really ever. Man, I wish there was, knowledge of how much each position mattered, because in real life, this is a home run win. Getting in a guy like Shaquille almost guarantees you a playoff spot for that defense. But in game, that it might not be worth it. It might be too much, I don't know. But I'm going to go for him because he's superstar and I don't see his name often. So I'm going to take that opportunity. As far as every other position goes, it's really just get some backup, specifically at the running back spot. Maybe we can get a linebacker. I don't know. But as far as what it looks like, the draft's going to have to facilitate our needs. Well, that's sad. Shaquille Griffin declines. We gave him a 4-year 55. We get Kalichi Assembly back at least, but ugh. All right, we got some signings. We got Arnold as a backup, Jefferson potentially a starter, Aquara potentially a starter, Gus Edwards a backup, no to Pouncey, no to Kirksey, and no to a fullback. We're pretty much ready to go, though, so let's get into it. There's a lot of things we could be taking at the end of the first, so we're just going to go straight to pick 23 and hope one of them is there. Ooh, Owa was actually on my list, so... Okay, Trey Smith is there, though. So, Trey Smith, Leatherwood, Moses. Those are my top picks. Linebacker's a big need. But in these user classes, you try to go O-line. I think Leatherwood's a star, and I'm pretty sure Trey Smith is. I don't know about any of these guys, though. This guy could be, he's 23, but he could be star. This guy, I have no clue. This guy, I think, if I had to give like a percentile, I'd say 60% star, 99% star for Leatherwood, 90 for Trey. Dylan Moses, I don't know, because this guy, normally Dylan's like the first middle linebacker gone, but this guy is really low on this person's class. So I'm not really sure there, but I think Trey Smith is the best available player, so we're going to go Trey Smith, please. Yes. Hidden development, and we do have some older guys on our line, so maybe we make a move for another player here. I don't know. As far as corner goes, I wasn't really like a huge fan of what we had. I kind of wanted Oa, though, because this class, he was blazing fast, probably like 89 speed or something like that. And I would assume Leatherwood's gone, right? Let's take a look. If Leatherwood's somehow still there, we're taking him. Oh, I got to trade up. You know what? I'm going to move until one of them goes. Moses or Leatherwood. Okay, so we're going to be trading up to the Falcons for Leatherwood. We give the Falcons 55, Niang and O'Daniel for 42. I think we should give them a fourth next year as well to make it fair. I don't know if I really like what we gave them there. Fourth next with all of that should be fair, though. So let's move to 10, 13 spots up. And I think we're going to be taking Leatherwood, right? Trey Lance is still somehow there. That's just the way the game goes. You do have a safety, Javon Holland, Ian Morig, who looks actually really good. Yo, that guy looks really good. Who do we have? Ikior. I mean, like I said, I feel like Leatherwood is star. But look at this guy, like mid-second. I'm going to take this guy. I have to. 73 overall normal. He kind of is built for the corner spot. Do we put him at corner or do we move him to safety? I think we might put him at safety and then move Juan Thornhill down. That might be a halfway decent move. Go to our next pick, 23 in the third round. We have, pretty much the same pick all the way across the board. The guard is gone too. The corner is gone. Xavier Thomas is there, but I don't know if I could really even be bothered with him. Yikes. Tamorian Terry. Pretty fast. A little raw. 6'4", though. Do we? Screw it. We'll go for him. Normal development again. 70 overall. I mean, he's got a lot of upside, right? And he's young as hell. I mean, I like the pick. I mean, it's okay. Let's go to the fourth round. Yeah, sold a little bit after that guard pick. Should have went for the tackle. Damn. Jack Sanborn looks way too slow. Josh Ross, at least, is kind of fast. Trey Dean. Should we trade? Let's take Trey Dean as well. Another safety. Looks really good man to zone. Another normal. 68 overall. Is pretty solid, though. 88 speed, 79 zone. Man, this is... These safety picks are very interesting. And then this pick, if the linebacker's there, we're going to take him, I think. And he is. We're going to take Ross. Might be a little bit of a reach, but as far as, like, athletics go, we're going to, he's better than the other guy. And he is hidden. Josh Ross is a hidden development player. I mean, this is like a slower Willie Gay, basically. So we have two Willie Gays. It's pretty cool. And then for our last pick, we're going to take a fullback. Ramondre Stevenson. I believe we've taken him before. Normal development. Well, we've taken him before, but I don't know if we've taken him in this class. I don't think we've drafted a fullback in next gen. I don't know why that's something I would remember, but it is. As far as our hiddens go, we had two of them. So pretty fair hiddens. Two hidden developments in a user class is not a high amount of hiddens. So I kind of like it. Star development as we expected. And then our other hidden was a linebacker, which kind of clutched up because, we almost went Dylan Moses. I don't know if that would have been a good or a bad thing, but almost went Dylan Moses. And Ross is also star development. I will take those two plug and play starters. And this team that was already really good, I wouldn't say it got much better, but we filled some spots with players with high development chance. All right, surprisingly, only an 84 overall for year two. So you can say what you want about, this team doesn't need a rebuild, but they didn't win the Super Bowl last season, and, we're falling apart, specifically on the offensive line department. We definitely should have taken that tackle over the safety. I don't know why we didn't. Just thinking about what we needed in comparison. Worst case scenario, you don't grab a single DB. You still have, high 70s, basically low 80 corners. Safety's kind of set. Tackle, though, 32, maybe a year or two left in him. Right guard's going to be gone soon. Kalichi Assembly's probably going to be gone after this year. Elf line's really just a bandage, like not even a bandage, barely a bandage. Linebacker, though, made sense to go for Ross, even though it was really late. Should have went for Dylan Moses over the safety. It was a terrible decision, and honestly, I don't think he's ever going to start, so definitely a bit of a sell there. Should have went for Leatherwood or Dylan Moses. Instead, we get nothing. We see Tyrann Mathieu, a 5-year 70, is a little pricey. Derek Nandi, oh, man, I just don't. Apparently we have money. I'm going to give him a 4-year. Let's go a 3-year deal. I'm kind of glad he said that because I think we should go 4-year. He's a really good block shedder. 29 years old. That sounds like a tag to me, honestly. It's a tag, unless he wants to take that. I don't know why. Nothing makes him happy about that, but okay. Schwartz, 2-year deal. I mean, I guess I'll get that. I mean, at least we don't have to re-sign anyone else, really, but Tyrann, that's going to be a tag, and then Nadi, we're going to move that to 4 years and slightly bump the bonus. Hey, Rashad Fenton. From normal to star, what kind of XP? 5K? I mean, I'll take it. Here we are at past week 17, and thankfully the division has been bad. I'll show you why in a moment. Because we choked it. We lost 3 straight games. Dude got 2 breakouts. Who the hell is that? Aquara? Aquara could actually get to star, which would be kind of clutch. I think he has a 2 or a 3-year deal here. Nothing insane. Always could look to replace him. And then Terry gave me a chance to stand out. I know, I'm not considered. I feel like it could be. Okay, so Terry could become star, which would be clutch. I don't know how his season went, but of course, Chargers and Raiders at 8-8. This is how our season went. Not, the greatest, but enough. And then we lost. We did enough, but then we lost 3 in a row. Of course, Chiefs started out 5-0. Then they lost 6 straight. That is terrible. As far as the Raiders, just a bad season overall, pretty much. Well, at least in the main portion of the season. Let's take a look at the stats. I mean, Mahomes kind of, average kind of numbers, especially for Sim. If Edwards could have gave the touchdowns to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that would have been great news, but he didn't. Tyreek Hill, nice. Terry will not be getting a star unless he gets his breakout. O-line, really solid. Tackle totals, no one at 100. A couple of close, though. Sack totals, terrible. Terrible stuff. Pick totals, even worse. Maybe not worse, but pretty damn bad. Butker, 13 for 16. Townsend is okay. Really, I mean, outside of Tyreek, there really wasn't much positive on the season. I mean, I don't expect to win a single award here other than maybe best O-lineman. Oh, we did get Rookie of the Year with Josh Ross. I'll take that, obviously. Best wide receiver, best O-lineman. Not even best O-lineman. Jeez. Bit of a rough one, I can't lie, but we made the playoffs again. Very, mediocre season at 9-7, but we're in, I suppose. We got a chance just like everyone else. Texans beat the Titans, I believe it was. Was it? Titans 17-10. What a score. 3-0, 10-0. Please, just give me the win. Just one win. 10-3. It's looking pretty good. The Colts, I mean, they're not really great on offense, so 24-3, 31-3 definitely should be enough to hold on, and defense is playing one hell of a game right now. I mean, this isn't kind of what you would expect from Kansas, but here we are, 38-13. That was a nice win. Colin Kaepernick, did nothing. 3 touchdowns, 0 picks from Mahomes. Really good performance there. Clyde, I'm not even going to talk about that. That's terrible. That is terrible. Tyreek obviously did his job as always. Nice job by the wide receivers in this one. Defensively, maybe we got some pressure, but sack totals themselves weren't great. Willie Gay with a pick. Blankenship. Oh, yeah, we had a breakout. Who the hell was it again? I already forgot. Oh, yeah, Terry was one of them. 1 touchdown. He needed 2+, I believe, right? Or was it 1? Nah, it can't be 1 touchdown. That'd be way too easy from normal to star. Oh, yeah, Romeo could have had it. I didn't pay attention. Hey, he did. Nice. Normal to star, 10K boost. That's obviously huge. Terry did not get it. Waste. An actual waste. That would have been a great opportunity. Romeo Aquara gets 1 upgrade point because, of course, he's already super late in the development of his career, and he doesn't get anything towards. Wow. I mean, he is pretty solid, though. 88 power move. A bit on the slower side, though. Divisional against the Bengals, who are always super good in sim. They have Sherman, who's like probably 12 speed at this point, but yet somehow going to end up probably picking us off multiple times, as you would expect. Houston versus Cleveland. Who wants to take bets on this one? I would not. Unless you're telling me that the Texans are going to win, then I'd say, sure, I'll bet the house against you. All right, so first quarter, nothing. Second quarter, 7-14. Not as, big of a scoreboard as last time, but, we're looking okay. 24-7. Looks like we're going to the championship round here. Probably. Maybe a little early. Yeah, we got it. Championship round. Another 38-plus point performance. Those are the kinds of games we need to have. Mahomes, he did throw that pick, but really solid performance. Burrow, 40% completion percentage. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I really don't trust him, but not a bad performance here. How many yards did he have? The longest was 9, so, no big run inflating the numbers. Just a grindy game. Well, I say that, and he had 200 total with 2 touchdowns. Way to go, me. Make him feel great. Sack totals, 3 for each team. Pick totals, Charvarius and Fenton. William Jackson with a pick. Butker, please stop. Thankfully, the offense didn't need it, but don't miss kicks. You're the second best kicker in the game, I think. Aquara +2. That's what I wanted to see. A +2 to power. Thank you. Wow, shocker. The Browns. 91 overall for them, 88 for us. It's just we really should have started with the Packers here first because the Browns they're just too much of a problem for the first 5 or so years. It's just too much. And speaking of, on the other side, Tampa versus Green Bay. All right, end of the game. Cleveland out to a great start. We get nothing. They get another scoring drive. Defense sets us up. We do score on it. Great opportunity taken. 10-all. Not bad. Tied up. A huge starting passing touchdown on the second half. We're looking pretty good here. Oh, wow. This team really came on strong. You just cannot give us an inch. So we'll show you an inch in the locker room. What? Why does his head look so huge? And I don't know. Just looks like a mole. I'm sorry. Bigger Mayfield, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Very similar numbers, just Mahomes had 1 less pick, and that was the big difference. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 2 touchdowns, 4.4 per. Longest yard run was 10, so pretty fair performance. Tyreek Hill, you carrying legend. Continue the carrying, please. Sack totals, Chris Jones. I completely forgot we even had Chris Jones. Actual waste. I completely forgot. He's done nothing. But at least he finally shows up. Josh Ross does well. Wow, Sly really sold. I don't think it mattered, but, momentum-wise, 2 missed field goals definitely doesn't help your momentum, I'll tell you what. The first one, it's oh, come on. And then the second one, it's what's even the point, In that exact tone as well. What is even the point? Snead, he's already really good in man, so we're going to go with zone coverage. 85 overall. Developing into a starting caliber corner. 1 to speed, 1 to zone. Didn't really need the speed. I'll take the zone more, but hey, I'll take it all. When they're offering free samples at the mall or at the grocery store. Wherever samples are sold. Which they aren't sold, they're given to. Nice. The Buccaneers, 12-4. Brady probably not here. It looks like he's not. 88 for us, 90 for them. Come on, Kansas City. Let's get ourselves that classic dynasty. What a nightmare it's going to be to face that team for the next 5 to 7 years. It's going to be brutal. Going to the end of the game, defense does a good job. We get 3. We get 6 total now. Leaving the door way too open. 3 to 6. 3 to 9. Really? Thank you. This offense is supposed to be good. Show it. Extra point missed by Butker, but defense is doing well. 22 to 10. Touchdown score. Touchdown wins it. I was about to say touchdown scores it, which, I guess it's correct, but that's not what we meant. And Brady is still there, but he's lost. That's going to be a retirement for him for sure. There's nothing else he can do about it. Kansas City Chiefs win another Super Bowl. At this point, it's kind of they're not the Patriots yet, but people are going to start hating them like them very, very soon. Of course, a very strange set of games. Outside of the first one, it was really we were playing from behind, and then out of nowhere, mid to late third, it was just zoom, zoomed past. Howard's still on that team, and he's maybe he's starting now. Gronk gets let go pretty quickly. Looking at the MVP of the game, who else would you expect it to be than Mahomes? That's the guy I would have had money on, just like we had money on the Browns. You owe us a house. And, yeah, obviously we're going to lose some players. Schwartz could just straight up retire. I don't expect him to, but he could. The left tackle is going to retire. Duvernay is probably going to retire soon, and even if he doesn't, he's going to drop an overall. Defensively, Frank Clark's not getting better. I'll tell you that. So he's probably getting worse at this point. And then Tyrann Mathieu, I don't even know if we can afford him. We're looking for the tag, but I mean, if we can't afford it, I don't really know if there's a reason to do it. It's kind of risky. But I like him a lot, so I don't know. It's tough. All right, enough of the podium. It takes so damn long. Jesus. Looking at the quarterback comparison, double the yards. I would say double the touchdowns, but it's like that's not hard to do. Rushing, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's such a strange character, isn't he? He gets a ton of receiving yards. Anytime I want to talk bad about him, he just does well. Defensively, Vita Vea destroyed us. Chris Jones, hey, I remember him now. Frank Clark did well. JPP's still there. Pick totals, Barrett, the pass rusher, gets a pick. Fenton, my guy. Not a bad player, that Fenton guy, I tell you. Especially now that he's star. Maybe we don't need corner. He kind of developed the guys that we already had, which is definitely surprising to me. Definitely didn't think we were going to get any sort of luck about that. Let's take a look at our dev-ups, actually. We didn't look at any of them. We just played the game. Receivers, none. Nothing on offense. Defensively, linebackers, please. Did we get a single one? We didn't. We just won the Super Bowl, and we didn't have a single season that gave us a dev-up. Yikes. That was really rough. Tyrann Mathieu, Tagaroo. It's literally just like him, and that's it. Of course, was he asking for like a massive deal? He wants a 5-year. I just want to make sure that I offer him less than he wants because I just want to straight up tag him at this point. Ooh, hello, 20 mil tag. I mean, I'll take it, I guess, but like that's the regression is kind of a scary one. He's gonna be 31 after this tags up. So, hello, where's my money? Excuse me. So first things first, can we get rid of anyone? Because whoa, what does that sound? Because Hitchens was getting paid quite a bit. So if we can get rid of Hitchens, that'll save us a decent bit of money. 12.7, please. I mean, it's enough. 4 mil saved, I guess. I guess it's enough. Duvernay, I mean, we did offer him, so he's going to be... whenever we offer contracts, the penalty is going to be pretty close. Ooh, we can't sign anyone. We got to save the money for some of the names that we got to re-sign here, and this is going to be brutal. What about Frank? Leave me, Frank. I mean, kinda, but not really, not worth it. Damn, son. We're just going to have to let it happen. We're going to have to hope the draft can facilitate the needs. So we did actually offer some backups. Avery's a good, solid backup. Jarrett Davis could be a starter. And then we offered Connor like a 2-year, $12 million deal. It's actually pretty good. Maybe could have offered him more, but I just didn't know what our contract situations were going to be like, so kind of wanted to play it safe there. Pick 32. I mean, best available, right? 2 picks before us is the guy I wanted, the guard I wanted, so that's a little bit of a yikes. We have a tight end. Travis Kelce's not getting any younger. Maybe look to replace him. I don't really know what else we can take here. These were the best available players, and I ain't really feeling it. Well, Greg Hill. Do we risk it? I'm going to take Greg Hill. This is a little bit of a risk, but we're going to do it. 73 overall normal. I mean, as far as, EA is concerned, that's not a bad pick. You see those picks all the time. So let's move to like 8, and then I will trade it for the tight end if he's there. And honestly, if he's not there, I really don't know what to take. I think pretty much everything is like, everything we have other than this tight end right now is basically like 10, like a round and a half too early. Let's go to Washington, who could obviously use a tight end. The Jets could. The Patriots could. A lot of teams there that definitely could use a tight end, so make a play here for this one. We're going to give them 64 this, 91 next, and then Dean for 40 right here, obviously. And hopefully this tight end's good, because we did take... we took a little bit of a risk on this. O-line, I mean, these O-linemen look pretty decent, too. Hopefully triplets there in the late third. Mr. Lewis Harris, or Louis Harris, please be hidden. Wow. I mean, we can't just develop every player to be like a god on our own. Like, we need a little bit of help here, EA. I mean, on paper, that guy looked really solid, and apparently he's really not. All right, we trade 96 this, a 5th this, and then a 4th next for pick 84. from the Bears. And we're going to be using this to grab a guard. And this could just be an absolute sell of a draft. But here we are. Matt Triplett looks decent. Oh, he's 23. Yeah, that's a Madden draft for you. What else can you really say? Although we could have probably taken this guy. DT looks good. If he's there, we'll take him. Still a bit of a yikes. Ain't going to lie. We're going to take a random running back, Mr. Byron Bullock. I mean, he's okay, I guess. And then we're going to trade down 26. Really bad class. I mean, we always talk about this guy could be the greatest ever. This is the worst class we've ever had, without a doubt. Let's see if we can trade these 2 7s for a 5th. And we get one from the Bears. Well, I guess it didn't matter because he's in normal development anyway, so sweet. All right. That's a lot of money you got there, Tyreek. It's going to be a real shame when we're not going to be able to see you go through all the way with that. But 5-year, $120 million. Tyron, that's probably another tag. McCole Hardman, is that just another 7-year? Oh, my lordy. Might as well make those 2 speed demons teammates forever. Juan Thornhill, that's a little bit tougher. Fenton. Man, how much XP does it need? 10K. Man, that money is disappearing quite quickly here, but I mean, there's certain positions I don't want to lose. Fenton, I think, deserved it. Juan Thornhill, even though I like him, let me think. Juan Thornhill. I think you let Tyrann Mathieu go and you keep Juan. Like, you get 2 years of Juan for the same price of 1 year for Mathieu. Do you like that? 1 year. Well, at least for the tag, because obviously I don't want to pay him a 4-year when he's 30, but I think it was a good choice. And we're in the playoffs with a bye week at 12-4. We were like 7-1 at one point, so you know, it took a couple of losses near the end, but obviously still a really successful year. Let's take a look at the stat line now. Mahomes, those touchdown numbers are kind of low. Well, I mean, this time it made sense. Clyde Edwards-Helaire looks like he's going to be a superstar. Gus Edwards, hell, he almost deserves a superstar at this rate. We gave a lot of money to Hardman, and it was worth it because he's now an X factor. Everyone else is kind of iffy, though. Blocking, pretty solid numbers. Again, we do need to replace 2 linemen this offseason, which kind of sucks. Frank Clark with 10.5. Nice. Aquara, not bad at 8.5. Chris Jones, welcome to the rebuild, Chris Jones. It's been nice of you to be awoken from your slumber. Snead looking decent. Maybe we didn't need to pay Fenton, but so far as awards go, I do not think we would. Oh, Mahomes is really offensive player of the year with those numbers. A little surprising to me. And no other award win. Nice to get that bye week, though, because obviously we can skip a whole round. 91 to the Colts, 88 overall. All right, going... hello? Can I go to the end of the game, please? No? Thank you. Going to the end of the game. I think left to right is them, so right to left should be us in theory. And it is. So the first points are scored only a whole quarter through the game. 14-7 now. At half, it will be 14-7. Start of the second half looking decent. 21-7, 21-14. The Colts are not going away, but we seem to be scoring quite a bit of touchdowns. They get a field goal. That's not going to be enough, though. And they will lose 28-17. Good performance by the defense as Mahomes was outperformed by Mariota, who's like a 70 overall. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, not a bad performance. Mahomes had a lot of rushing attempts. Tamorrion Terry showing up, who just has not in the regular season yet for us. Chris Jones, 1.5. The backup safety we've took a bad choice on. 1 sack, 1 for Frank, 1 for Stu. Okay, so fair enough there. Bobby Aquare. What's his name? Okariki? I don't care, dude. Whatever. Jake Elliott and Butker miss. Nice. Good job, fellas. Way to show the league that kickers are players too, huh? Just like that, we're already in the championship game going against the Cleveland Patriots. I thought it was going to be the Browns, let's be honest. We all did. 91 to the Patriots, 85. Cam Newton, still in New England. You don't usually see that. He usually hops from team to team. Fireworks are popping. We can't be stopping. I don't know. Of course, on the NFC side, winner of that one is the Seahawks or the Packers. Would be a great matchup against the AFC side. And oh my lord, I think we already know who's going to be the representative here as we put up 28 points in the first quarter. Oh my god. 35-7 at half. How do you even stop this team? This team is unstoppable. 45, 52-10, 59-10. It's really safe to say that Mahomes couldn't be outperformed in this one, right? 3 times, yeah, Cam Newton got destroyed. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was decent. He did have an 84-yard run, which is also another surprise because at that speed, really. Oh, my. 200-plus with how many touchdowns was that? 3? God dang. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Snead, Gay, and Matthew with picks each to themselves. Sacks not bad. Harrison Butker with 8 extra points made. Holy croup. Now moving on to the Super Bowl. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of dev-ups we had as well. The Packers. Chiefs versus Packers in year 3. What are the dev-ups? Offensively, we had Hardman to X. Really? Clyde didn't go to Superstar. That sucks. But Hardman to X Factor. Defensively, unless I'm missing something here, I don't think we had a single dev-up. Damn. Might have to let Frank Clark go, though, even though he played all right. That money is quite a lot. 91 overall to the Packers, 86. Rodgers appears to be gone or just really low overall. But here they are, Chiefs with a chance to repeat. Let's be honest, this is a very good chance we're repeating. Rodgers is still there, he's just low overall from the age of elderliness. 6-0, Harrison Butker. 8 extra points made last week in the cold weather. Was it, wait, cold Kansas? I don't even know, dude. I think so, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Missed one already, you know? That's so weird. Packers are giving us a run for our money here. Tied up. Uh-oh. Look at the Chiefs. So inspirational. Hold them. No way. Oh, the battle of the insane offense. Nah. What happened? There's not a chance. Not a chance Harrison Butker missed that kick, right? They ran out of time, which is just not something that would happen. Okay, so we did win the Super Bowl, but I would like for us to... Oh, my God, look at that performance. Please. Please just win on your own. I'm going to try to return this for a touchdown, which is impossible because it's next gen, and you can maybe break 1 tackle every 10 plays because the movements are just ice skate city. Hardman's going to win us this game right on this play. Maybe not, but we'll see. And he does! Oh, how do you stop this offense? I mean, celebrated from like 8 yards away, and nobody could touch him. The Chiefs are once again champions of the football world. Everyone would hate them more than the Patriots at this point. Like, this is nutcase stuff. Why are they showing this as if, like, the Super Bowl's not over? What a game. That'd be one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time. What a freaking performance. Of course, if you're watching that game, you'd be kind of disappointed to see it end with a massive touchdown to start overtime. But, you know, either way, you still would have been happy to watch that one because both quarterbacks had themselves an afternoon. And well afternoon because it's, like, late in the night. Really want to know what's going to happen to the team now, though, because once again, we're losing a lot of players here. The only way we keep Tyrann Mathieu is to trade him for like a second-round pick, which can we even take that penalty on? That's a good question. And let's take a look at who the MVP of the Super Bowl was. No surprise here, Mahomes, who threw for over 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. We've seen the podium before. Nothing's changed, so I'm going to save us all the drama. Rodgers with 5. Oh, that sucks. Story of his life. 5 touchdowns, 458. I mean, he technically did play better than Mahomes, and yet he loses the game. No help from his running back really at all, whereas Clyde Edwards-Helaire was pretty damn good. Receiving, let's take a look at those numbers. Hardman really didn't have that good of a game, considering you take away the play we just had, and he had pretty much half of everything there. That's a bit of a yikes. Defensively, sack totals, Ross gets 1, Clark gets 1, Kiki, Willie Gay, Chris Jones, no interceptions. Only missed kick was Harrison Butker's extra point, but this was a game that went to overtime. I'm just saying. Let's go to re-signings and see what we're going to do here. I want to limit our, the players we need to work on as much as possible. How old is Tyrann Mathieu? Still looking pretty good. What's his regression? Like barely any. Oh, we cannot afford him at all. I don't even know if we can actually go for the tag. We are actually so broke. So I'm going to give him a low deal. Tag is 19.7. How much would we save getting rid of... Nah, I think we just have to let him go. I don't think we have a choice here. We really don't. We have to get rid of Frank Clark as well. Save quite a bit of money there. Tyrann Mathieu, Schwartz, Tardif. Frank Clark's playing pretty well, so Frank Clark to the Titans for a 3rd-round pick. Hey, I'm just saying, this ain't a... I ain't going to sign it to some massive deal, but a 4-year, I suppose? Or let's see what we get. Well, the only guy we get is the superstar linebacker, but I'll take that any day of the week. We get Casey Hayward, who's an 84 overall. Could move to safety. Juan Thornhill to strong with Casey at free. We get Bradley Bozeman on a 2-year deal. Kiki QT is just a backup. Was going to go for Olivier Vernon to play DN, but of course he said no. As for Von Miller, he decided not to sign with us, I guess. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, if we're going to keep him, we're going to just sign him. No point in giving him an option that's going to be worth like a third of a 5-year. We trade pick 32, 82, and Elfline to the Bears for pick 19, which will be a pass rusher more than likely. Who's this guy? Okay, I didn't expect someone like this to be here. I mean, they're both similar anyways, but I feel like this Russell guy is our best choice, right? Late first, mid... Maybe I should have waited. Maybe should have waited because there's like several up here. There's like 3 up here that we could have probably just waited until best available went. Oh well, Jamal Russell is going to be our choice. 6'2" is worrisome, but I mean, he looks like the best. 74 overall, 82 speed. I mean, I guess he's going to be a starter. Curious to see what the other fellows are like. So the Bengals take 1. I think that was the bigger guy. No, that was the bigger guy. So all the DNs go right in a row. Of course, the Cowboys land yet another really good wide receiver, as if they needed any more. Greg Johnston. Is that the move? I mean, looking at what we need, that's probably the move. Yeah, we'll move to the start of the 2nd. And if he's there, we'll make another lucrative trade-up that hurts us desperately. And he is there. Of course, his linebacker doesn't look bad, but we got that superstar middle, so I think we're pretty much set there. Let's go to the Denver Broncos and see if we can get this pick. There's another 3rd round down the drain. 64, this, 86 next in Hill for 33. Hill is actually really good, but he's not a rookie anymore. We'll just use the guy we have. Greg Johnston, please be good because he looks really solid, and this is why drafting linemen sucks. I mean, he looks decent, obviously, but, I mean, that looked like a can't-miss home run god, and it wasn't. Tackle mid-5th. I would like to grab that player, but, I mean, like, what do I do? Go to the 4th, I guess? I mean, we can't trade up much more. We're going to go to the start of the 5th. If magically the man's still there, we'll trade up for him, but he's probably going to be gone, like, right around here. And he is Michael Stallings. I guess we'll take him and then just trade down the rest. He's gone. Are you serious? How high do these teams reach, man? In fairness, I mean, the players were trash, but, like, really? We're going to take this running back, Kai Hackett, 66 overall. That is not 4.44 speed. Like, his Excel is terrible. Whatever, man. Drafts are brutal. We didn't land a single hidden. Then again, once again, it's pretty tough to do so in this year's Madden. Did you not? Literally, like, every player sucks. I'm trading down. You know, you're supposed to have a full draft or whatnot, but once again, if in real life a team knew that the player they were going to draft at any point in the draft was going to be a bum, they wouldn't take him, simply put. If they knew any of their picks were going to suck, they would just say, okay, we're just gonna freaking trade it away, I guess, and hope for a better pick next year. So, of course, we lost a 3rd next year, maybe a 4th, but we gained a couple of 4ths, I believe, and a 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Regardless, draft recap, not for our players, but the players we missed. Terrible, terrible draft. I mean, not a very good amount of players, and it's just terrible. I don't even want to talk about it. Joseph Moore, normal development, faster than our guy, but a little more raw. Was our guy 21 as well? 22. Okay, so I would have taken Moore over him if we did a redo. Jake Lance, the worst of those 3 so far. Rich Harding. I mean, once again, like, there's really not much you can do. Like, everyone's basically normal development. 5'8". Oh, that guy looks beastly. That is a great set of players. Brent Dixon. I mean, there's just like nothing you could do, right? I mean, everyone's basically normal. Oh, a running back. Cool. Super hard position to get, right? Damn, son. Like, there's nothing you could really do about that. It's just the way the draft goes now. All right, this is what the offense looks like for year 4. Will the win streak continue even though we took a bit of a hit across the board? We'll find out, of course. Defensively, linebacker kind of gets better because, you know, Hendricks obviously looks decent. Looking at the rest, though, D-line, pass rush took a massive hit here. Honestly, like, who starts at right end? Just Avery, I guess? What about Dana? He's 25. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, a little bit of a yikes. Free safety, Hayward. I mean, the team got worse, 100%, but that's what happens when you have so much money on offense. All right, we have re-signings. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm not saying he's like the most important player ever, but for the value, you got to re-sign him, right? 6-year, 40. Schwartz will retire. Snead, you obviously re-sign. Give him a 5-year, 65. We have a little bit of money to work with. Casey, no. Willie Gay, that's a 4-year, I think. 4-year, 30. Connor Williams, I think you do re-sign him. I think a 3-year deal for Connor Williams is fair. And then, I suppose Chris Jones hasn't played super well, but we'll give him a 2-year deal. And, you know, if he's still... Okay, dude, you're the worst on the team. What? Headed to the playoffs. Been a shaky season, but we do clutch up nicely. The Raiders are on top of the division. Really scary stuff there for a little bit. What was it, 7-6, 7-5 or something like that? And then kind of won near the end there, 3 straight. Barely making the playoffs this time. Mahomes, best season yet, though. Looking at rushing numbers, Clyde Edwards-Helaire still not superstar with those touchdowns, but looking okay. Tamori and Terry with 17. I mean, is there even a reason to pay these wide receivers? They're out of this world, insane, not so god-tier wide receivers. Yet in Madden here, number 1 and number 2, they can't even get to 1,000 each. Like, come on, dude. Offensive line, really good performance considering it's actually kind of bad. Looking at the sack totals, Avery wasn't that much worse than our previous guys. Chris Jones, kind of similar to his last season. And then our rookie Russell, basically just as if he didn't play. Nice. Awards, I don't care because, I mean, even if we would have won any, it won't matter. Texans, 9-7. 84 overall. I mean, this should be a walk in the park, right? Almost like a bye week. All right, going to the end of the game, 3-0. I mean, our offense just sucks for some reason. 6-0, 13-0. I mean, of both sides to suck, it should be the defense. They took the biggest hit. I know offense took like a lineman or two, but they still have the insane receiving talent. Defense, though, they lost both pass rushers. They lost a safety. We started a lesser linebacker. You know, it's the worst of the two when it comes to drop-offs. Mahomes killed it, though. You know, they kind of picked it up in the second half. Tyreek, like, what, a fourth of his regular season yards and touchdowns? Not even a fourth of the touchdowns. Probably like half of his touchdowns just in that game alone. Russell gets the same amount of sacks. Like, you can't tell me the sim's not broken. You just can't. Our rookie pass rusher gets the same amount of total season sacks in the freaking playoffs as he did in the regular season. You can't tell me that's, oh, it's just coincidence. Nah, dude. Sim is bad. And the Jets, who we did beat in the regular season, 85 overall in the playoffs at 10-6, as you will. All right, going to the end of the game. Okay, they were driving for a moment, and then that kind of went away. Really? Okay, 7 points, finally some scoring. Almost a half of no scoring, well, before we started kicking up. 21-0, 21-7 now. Jets are okay, they're kind of keeping up here. Come on, Chiefs. Okay, that should be enough, right? In theory. Oh my, we almost lost to the Jets. Jeez, man. Like, Fields could do nothing, but Mahomes tried to throw it away. Oh my lord, please stop. Sack totals. A lot for them, none for us pretty much. Kicking, pretty much perfect. Pretty basic stuff. A lot of turnovers. All right, back to the championship round, this time against the Ravens. Good matchup. Snowy one. A snowy one. Can't wait till we see some snow football, if there even is any this year. Global warming. Like, there hasn't been a game yet of snow this year, and normally we would have seen 1 or 2 by now, right? I'm just saying, the world is melting. Gotta love it. 10-7, 17-7. Once again, just like the Jets game, not really looking too dominant, even though we are the better team by quite a bit. Ravens could easily win this game. The Ravens could easily win this game. Oh, Lord. Why would you go for a Hail Mary? This don't make any sort of sense. What the hell is this? I'll go right back to shallow cross. Were they kind of ready, though? Terry's on the inside now. You got to take that. Ah, it's underthrown because it's too late of a throw. Damn, that's on us. It's so OP. Like, the Chiefs are so OP. Like, I'm not used to using them, but if we threw that, like, 20 yards sooner, that would have been a game winner. And I'm not used to using a fast player like that, so, you know, I'm usually, like, used to waiting for someone to actually get open because I don't trust any sort of streaks, but he was open pretty much right away. I could have thrown that, but it was Humphrey, so I was like, he'll probably cover that. No. Mahomes, of course, wouldn't have gotten it done without us anyways, and he didn't get it done with us either. We don't win the Super Bowl for the first time in a while, but obviously still looking really good. On to our final season. Yeah, we may have sold. Okay, maybe I can admit we choked a little bit. We sold. But what do you want from me, okay? It's like, to win. Try that next time. Oh, Lord. The Ravens in the Super Bowl versus the Buccaneers, and the winner of this one is the Ravens. Of course, is Schwartz actually still here? He definitely would have retired, right? No? I mean, this is the final year, so if we can afford him, we may have to just re-sign him. Like, we may have to. So, looking at DevUps, offensively, we had none. Defensively, we've had none. Oh, no, we had Avery. Avery went up to star, but he's like 29 now, so who really cares? Pass rusher. Pass rusher is really the biggest need across the board by far. Can we actually afford Schwartz or not? 10 mil? We can afford him. You know what? We're going to let him go to free agency. If we have to, we'll get someone else. All right, we get Schwartz back, and we also get Chase on, so new starter there, potentially. All right, so as far as like what's the best available here, I think if we're going to go for a DT, this guy looks like the best because he's a combine skipper. Maybe we'll get lucky. I mean, I think it's the safety, right? Like, it's probably the safety. So, John Claxton, can we get a hit in, please? Oh, my God. It's so bad. I'm just going to go to the second round and take the DT if he's there, which he is. So, Mr. Dwight Kelly, 69 normal. Oh, my. These drafts are fun. Going to our next pick, 4th rounder. See if anyone's even there. We have a pass rusher, late 4th, Quincy Colbert. Going to go for him. 70 overall normal as far as, you know, the way the drafts are set. It's a pretty good pick considering, you know, our Russell guy in the first round was just as good as that, maybe even worse because he was slightly less athletic. But, man, these drafts are brutal. Like, once again, I've always said it, and, you know, we're this late into Madden. We should all be used to it by now, but I will admit, like, the reason why they're like this, I'm going to take that center now, actually, because he's going to be gone in the 5th. But the reason why they're like this is because they want you to actually develop your guys, so I kind of get it, because, you know, that safety, if he gets a breakout star dev, you know, you get like 10, 15, 20K XP. He'll be, you know, a 77, 78 star within, you know, no time. So I kind of do get it, but as far as for these rebuilds go, it is very harsh. Like, we can't really use these players. Take a 4th round from the Bears for these picks. It's kind of a win for them. Well, I mean, not bad. Kind of fair for both sides. We're going to take this left tackle, Mr. Phillip Jeffries, kind of a meh. And then in the 6th round, maybe a fullback, punter. I don't know if we got the punter we wanted in free agency or not. So fullback, Reed Hill, 70 overall, normal. And then with pick 29 in the 7th round, we will be taking the punter. I kind of want to see the guys we missed, though. Mike Whitfield, not bad, but once again, for Madden, it's rough. Not really for Madden, but because of Madden, it's rough. Not a single dev up. Looking at the draft, we had like a linebacker. We had something else. What do we have? I don't know if this was the linebacker or not. I can't remember. There was a couple of DTs. One of these might have been the guy. It probably was Donaldson. Long story short, though, pretty much everyone was trash. Pretty much. Levi Newton, maybe he was the one. I don't know. But regardless, yeah, kind of bad. But we're on to the final year for the Chiefs side of this thing, as we try to see if we can win yet another Super Bowl or not. All right, here is the final look at the roster as we go into the final season of the 5-year. Of course, the team probably could have done a little bit better at certain spots, but once again, it is a playoff and Super Bowl worthy team just based on the offense alone. All right, re-signings. Harrison Butker, I think, is the last person you re-sign because, I mean, a kicker's important, don't get me wrong, and he's really good, but the other positions like O-line are a little bit more important. Ross, ooh, some of these contracts are starting to hit a little hard. Ross, definitely, but maybe Willie Gay. Did we have to re-sign him? Oh, we already did, didn't we? Never mind. We're stuck with him. We'll just re-sign Trayvon. 4-year, 16 worthy. As far as anyone else goes, Terry just isn't worth it. He really hasn't played well. And then a 3-year for Harrison, I suppose. It's kind of like cheating, though, because like we aren't even going to be them soon. Going to the playoffs, it's like, I don't know. I can't really... It's like owning the... Oh, is Travis gone? Yo, he's about to leave. But it's like taking over the family business, ruining it, and then be like, yeah, this isn't for me. It's like, bruh, business been here running for 200 years, and you freaking sold. Let's talk to Mahomes. I know you normally don't get to see the quarterback in these types of things, so... All right, I mean, last-ditch effort here for Mr. Travis Kelce. Obviously, our roster as well. Looking at the stats, Mahomes has his best yet, just like last year. Clyde Edwards just can't get it to Superstar. McCall Hardman, 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns. Tyreek was decent in yards, low on touchdowns. Travis Kelce, decent. Clyde Edwards, not bad. And then Tamori and Terry, once again, not great. Blocking was decent. Trayvon with the most tackles. Chris Jones with 9 sacks. Ross with 8. Our pass rush is kind of bad. Like, it's like the actual guys that are supposed to pass rush are kind of trash. Bucker only missed 1 kick out of 13. Good numbers. Per return, kick return. Nothing really crazy. Looking at the MVP award, goes to Mahomes. Offensive Player of the Year, of course. Rookie awards, no. Quarterback of the Year, Running Back of the Year, Wide Receiver of the Year. O-line, we had Trey at number 5. Definitely not D-line. Linebacker, maybe. Number 9 for Ross. DB, no. And then kicker at 4. Another really good season. How will we cap it off? 92 to the Ravens, 88. We beat them once before. We can do it again. Actually, did we lose to them? I can't remember. We actually did. No, I think we did lose to them, didn't we? Did we? Oh, yeah, we did. Never mind. We didn't beat them once. I mean, we probably did at some point, but last season we didn't. 7-0, 7 alls, 14-7. Okay, a little bit better of a performance than last time. 21-7. A lot of scoring in this one. Thankfully, it's mostly on our side. Halftime up 14. That lead is depleting. Up by 4, and we cannot score. This might be how it ends. No. Don't let it happen, Mahomes. And did they get stopped? Oh, my Lord. Yo, call a timeout. Bruh, this game is so bad. I literally had to spam the timeout button. You've got to be joking me. 4th and 9. Season on the line. Damn girl, fine. Let's go. Let's do it. And he holds on. What a throw. What a play. What a god. Look at him go. That was filthy. Did you like that? Let's be honest. Did you think we were going to get that in there? You probably thought we sold. You're like, oh, he didn't see it. Of course, we did kind of sell a little bit. We kind of like made it easier on the pass rusher. Look at this. Reed saw that from a mile away. The guy tries to jump up, but he doesn't follow through. Keanu Neal, the slow man himself. That's probably why. Mahomes definitely deserves to win this game, though, because you could see those numbers way better than Lamar, at least in the passing game. Way better, just in general. Rushing Lamar, yeah, he wasn't great on the ground, so not bad, but Mahomes obviously had the way better performance as a quarterback. Sack totals, we actually had a decent bit of sacks. They had more, though. Keanu Neal with a pick, ironically, speaking of. Legend. It continues. Divisional round against the Dolphins. That's a strange one. Oh, well, let's do it. Decent bit of scoring in the first quarter. Of course, the Dolphins kind of try to bounce back in the second, but double-barrel shotgun out here on offense. 2 quarters. Each quarter, super quick scoring touchdowns back to back, and oh my, the Dolphins never stood a chance. 59-14. Look at this one. Tua got rocked. Absolutely rocked. Sack totals, Avery was really good in this game. A lot of picks, obviously. And we move on again. Championship around for what, the third, fourth straight season? I don't even remember. Going against the Bengals. 91. Ooh, they're a decent overall, actually. Defense looks decent. Snowy game. Oh, I love it. I love it. I need more franchise games in the snow. Come on, EA. Send them my way, buddy. All right, somebody drove down all the way and just did not score. I don't know who it is because no one's scoring. It must have been them. Left to right looks to be us. 6-7, 13-7, 19-7. That's not missing extra points, dude. Even though it was only one, I think, this game. 26-14, interesting score. Uh-oh. 8-point deficit. And the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. They are basically unstoppable. I mean, this has been nuts. Not the greatest performance, but obviously got the job done. Clyde seems to be doing worse and worse each game, though. Sack totals, 2 for Russell. Oh, finally, Russell, you want to show up. Nice. Glad we took you at pick 19. The Buccaneers. Did we have any dev-ups? This is the final season, of course, before we move on to the second team. And on offense, of course, Clyde still no dev-up. And all of the defenders, or the linebackers at least, have Superstar. Nice. Did both of the guys get it this year? Willie Gay at Superstar, and then Ross at Superstar. Yeah, both got Superstar. Nice. No one else, though. But still a really solid-looking roster as we try to win, what is this, the third Super Bowl in this rebuild? Whoa! The Buccaneers are rolling! Jordan Love is on the Buccaneers. That's that's interesting information because, of course, we are about to go to the Packers next. Interesting stuff. Of course, a very close game here, 20-14. 20-14 still. Ooh, this Tampa's team looking tough. This is more like it. I like these types of matchups. This is a scary one. Kansas wins the Super Bowl. We're going to go to the MVP, and then we're going to skip it because, once again, the offense hasn't changed. It's going to be the same exact player as well, except for the middle linebacker maybe, but who cares, honestly. Like the tattoos, Mike Evans. I like it. I like it. I wish there was an actual option to make your own tattoos in the game, or at least, like, choose from selected ones so your creative players can have them. But, it is what it is, EA, don't worry. We'll see that feature in 5 to 10 years, when it's super hard. Can't do it now. Takes a long time to develop these things. Copy and paste robot can only do so much, I'm sorry, once again. Looking at that team, the Buccaneers actually have a lot of their normal players intact. I know it's only 5 years, but still. Sneed with the MVP of the game. Let's take a look at the actual performances. So the quarterbacks didn't really play that well. Obviously, one played really badly, and the other one, Mahomes, pretty solid. Kind of just slinging. Running backs, both decent. There's a little bit better than ours. Receiving, Tyreek, Travis. Nice. Travis Kelce, a hero. Going to retire on top as one of the greatest, if not the greatest tight end of all time, just because of the Super Bowls, with obviously the stats. But that's pretty much that. I want to see what Love's overall is, because it's going to be kind of sad if he's super high overall, which, things are kind of pointing towards that being the case. And then we move over to the Packers, probably have like no quarterback at all. Oh, he's not. Okay, he still has a chance, but 80 overall superstar. Kind of got wasted behind Rodgers for a while there. Travis Kelce, last team standing, world champions, god damn it. Not bad. Travis Kelce is kneeling, or retiring. Oh, sorry. Oh, lordy lord and the funky bunch. Is there anything I wanted to look at? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, what's his speed? 88! He kind of got up there. 2 speed upgrades over the course of 5 seasons. It's not that good. Really solid team, in fairness. What about Sneed? 28 years old, 94 overall. Man coverage guru. I like it. I like it a lot. Now we got to go to the Packers. This is going to be quite the nightmare. Let's take a look. So we are leaving the Chiefs. Will the Packers look okay? A lot of teams are actually all the same overall, but we're leaving the Chiefs with a 93 overall Super Bowl caliber roster. And we are joining the Green Bay Packers and their old-ass team. Let's be honest, they look like they're pretty old here. 89 overall. So quarterback situation is Jalen Hurts. Interesting. They didn't seem to pay him a lot. Who's Boogie? Normal. Okay, we can maybe work with that. Okay. Don't have to necessarily go for a quarterback. They still have Aaron Jones, Superstar X Factor. Should be good with 99 overall for at least another 2, maybe 3 years. Oh, look at the bandana. I like it. Okay, at least he's got a face scan now. Looking at receivers, though, that's one of the spots you got to work on. Anthony Schwartz, yikers. Devontae, I mean, he ain't going to last that much longer, dude. 32 years old. I mean, maybe get a couple more years out of him. Tight end, Foster Moreau. Yikes. O-line, David Bakhtiari. That's like maybe a year left. Elton Jenkins, though, looking like a god. Center, Corey Linsley still here at 34. Interesting. Any, like, star development players in here? Team's looking a little rough. Can't lie. It's looking a little rough. D-line, Roche. Interesting. Right end, Kingsley Kiki, 28. Xavier Thomas. Didn't really develop. Kenny Clark, though, 29. He's still got a lot of years left. So you're good with Kenny Clark and Tywoman for the rest of this thing. That's nice. Zadarius as an X Factor could be good for like another 2 to 3 years. Kamal Martin got the superstar. That's interesting. Outside linebacker. Ooh, Herbie Mitchell. Nice. Okay, so some of the positions are fine. Tyson, superstar corner. That's good for one of the positions. Victor Blake for the other. Corner looks okay around here. It's not, I wouldn't say, is it worse or better in real life? I don't know. Because Jair is obviously locked down, but this team kind of has 2 good corners, whereas, I mean, outside of Jair, you can kind of have what you want on us. Okay, so, I mean, it's not a bad team. It just kind of depends on who we have to re-sign and all that. So, okay. I mean, Green Bay is not in the worst of spots, but obviously there will be a bit of deconstructing we'll probably have to pull off. Quincy, you probably have to let go. Most of these guys you're going to have to let go, really. I mean, I think we're actually going to let all of these guys go. Screw it. What about Matt Gay, actually? I kind of like Matt Gay. Oh, I can't because it's all tags. How much money do we have? We don't really seem to have a quarterback that is getting paid a lot. Oh, my God. We went down to an 85. Cap space not looking bad. Who is the guy with no contract for next year? I mean, well, besides half this roster, apparently. There was like a quarterback or something, wasn't there? I'm going to back out and go back in. Well, who was that? It was like 11 mil or something. Aaron Jones. Okay, so it was Aaron Jones. Quarterbacks, can you get rid of Jalen Hurts? Because he ain't going to start for me. I'm just going to be honest. We had a video earlier today all about Jalen Hurts, basically. And the other guy, the other quarterback, looks pretty decent. Can we get rid of any of these old players? Can't get rid of Amos. Kingsley, I mean, he's not a bad player, but okay. All right, we're in a spot, kinda. We can't get rid of Parker. It's an interesting one. I could see teams going for a guy like Parker. Jacob Martin, I'll release him. That seems like an overpricing of mass proportions. I mean, I don't absolutely hate any of the contracts here. Maybe get rid of Amos, Kiki, and Hurts. Maybe some of these wide receivers, but not bad. We definitely could have inherited a much worse team contractually. I actually said a word. I said contractually without messing up the words. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Hopkins, that'd be sick. Sick combo. Wusu. I'm gonna offer this low, not low, just base, and see where that places us. Okay, that's a little too much for my blood. They got rid of Ross. Yo. Is this not the guy? I signed into a 6-year, I thought. I mean, I'll take him. A little bit of Chiefs love over here. We'll take it. Okay. The receivers are really cheap. Yeah, our team, this team we inherited, overpaid. I'm really got to think about these things because Ross is decent. But a 5-year, we're going to go cheap. We're going to try to get as cheap of a Oh, we can do things. We can make some special things happen in a good way here. Bruh. The worst rejection of all. Christopher. That was a huge loss. Of course, we do get a right tackle. Star development. We do not get Monty Rice, which is super awesome. We do not get Deontay Brown. But we get Trey Dean. Wow, we got scammed. That wide receiver would have been a massive one for us. We got a kicker, a punter, and a Rodrigo. And we did kind of get saved. We got Devontae Smith. Nowhere near as good as Chris, but, here's the situation we live in these days. Of course, he is normal development. The other guy was star. He's 26. The other guy was 25. But I still think this is a really good signing. I'm happy with it. All right, with pick 27... I feel like the best of it. Ooh, I never got to scout this guy fully. Aaron Jones is good for another couple of years, though. I feel like the best available guy is Peter Henderson, who looks insanely fast. Maybe even go back to corner, safety? I don't know, but Peter Henderson, early second, 72 overall, normal, really fast. I think he should have been even maybe a little faster, but obviously really, really solid stuff. Love the idea that he's like 4'5" at 230 pounds. But clearly his jumping would be bad, right? That's the thing you would expect to be bad on him. We're going to go to about 14 and grab that center as well. Clemens, young and 59 for 46 from the Patriots. Clemens was like 25, 26, I believe. We're going to take PJ Durand. Any hiddens? Anyone got any hiddens around here? 74 normal. As far as Madden draft pick goes, it's like a top 20 pick. Oh, Lord, it's sad, but true. All right, we have two players that look decent. Kenny Weatherspoon and Sheldon here. I feel like tight end's the bigger need, but I also feel like it's harder to find steals at tight end. We'll take him. Darren Sheldon, 68 overall, like I expected. Like I said, it is harder to find steals at tight end, and that's literally should have stopped us right then and there. And I guess we'll trade up to the Jags. I want that wide receiver as well. Damn it. We trade all of this for 105. Probably going to give a fifth instead of a fourth, but... yeah, take a little bit of a hit on Devontae Parker, but don't really need him, especially if this guy's good, which, I don't know if he is, but lots of potential, and 72 overall normal. Yeah, he's about what you would want for a slot guy. A 5th, 6th, and 7th to the Falcons for this 4th-round pick. This might be a little reckless from us, but there's a safety that I didn't get to scout because we came into this team a little bit late, and he looks really good, though. James Mayo, it's worth the risk, I think, and... in the worst way but best way possible, he was not what I thought he was going to be. I thought just based on the combine grade he was going to have a high overall, but instead he had a high development. Well, I don't know how high, but at least star or better. Give a 5th next year and a center for a 6th this year, which we'll be taking a running back with. Once again, another guy that we did not get to scout, but he looked decent enough. I guess he's not super fast for his weight, but... yeah, like I said, he's not super fast for his weight, but he's hidden. I suppose those are another one of those guys you would see in free agency, and you're like, okay, he's hidden, but at the same time, he is kind of slow. We did get 2 hiddens. None of the guys that we wanted to be hidden, but there's that. Yeah, we didn't get any hiddens in the top portion of the draft, so I guess the moral of the story is don't scout players if you want them to be good dev, I guess would be the moral of the story. So where are the quarterbacks? Don't tell me that early first guy went all the way down to 25. That's a sell from us. Okay, maybe not. He's normal anyways. What else do we have? Is there someone else we missed? I can't remember. Whatever. I can't remember. But not a bad first draft for us with the Green Bay Packers. Looks like our overall is back up as well. So, of course, we will be starting Boogie Williams, who looks, he's good enough, right? He looks pretty damn good. It looks like he has time to succeed. Number 3 doesn't look good on him, but we didn't actually check the devs, actually, in fairness. Let's take a look. I would assume both would be star. Maybe the safety, like Superstar X Factor, but most are going to, likely star development for both, but we'll take star. It works. And then Mayo, who maybe does start, actually. Our safety position isn't great. Actually, no, he won't start because we have to start Amos. Mayo is star, so I suppose... actually, I'd probably rather keep him at free, and then once Amos is gone, hopefully next season, then we would move Savage over. Wow, Ballard, you are slow for somebody that has no weight. That is really bad. Hey, we found a hidden development DT. Let's be honest. It's not going to probably end well, but, it doesn't hurt to have him. Our defensive line is kind of lacking in depth, so... once again, like I said, doesn't really hurt to have it. Definitely helps more than having, a normal development backup like we're about to sign right here. Wasteful Kendricks. All right, this is what the team looks like for the first of 5 years in the Packers' 5-year rebuild. The offensive line, of course, Mayfield, definitely a good signing there. We gave him a 4. Did we give him a 4 or 5-year 40? Can't remember. Right guard, John Runyon, 28 years old. Okay, I guess for now. Duran, 22 years old, not bad. Elton Jenkins could be here for the rest of this rebuild. And then David, hopefully we get at least 2 more years out of him, at least. As far as the rest of the defense goes, Kamal Martin needs to get replaced. D-line, we're good at left and DT. Number 1 and 2 corners are fine. Savage, I don't know how long. Mayo hopefully can replace one. So realistically, looking long-term, how old is Adarius? 32. So outside linebacker, middle linebacker, right end, and then at least 1 safety. So what, 3-4 positions on defense. Offensively, though, number 1 wide receiver, number 1 running back at some point, left tackle, guard, and a tight end. So offense needs as much help as it can get. But once again, not the worst situation. Sheldon Cameron, 7-year deal. Not bad. Of course, he's going to probably want to restructure, but as of right now, it's fine. Let's go with a 7-year deal for Tyson. Let's go 6-year deal for Tyson. And a 6-year, $40 million deal. Anything else? Elton Jenkins, we're definitely going to give him at least a 4-year. I don't know if I want to go any further. 33, I think. We could have probably given him another. Whatever. And then Aaron Jones, a 4-year deal. I mean, the tag's going to be way more, so I think we'll just give him the 4-year, and we'll just take a hit if we have to, or just start someone over him. He'll be a solid backup. Not bad, though. Not bad. All right, a rocky season, but a chance at the playoffs, and we get in by the skin of our teeth. And once again, skin of your teeth sounds disgusting. But of course, up and down season, we won the last 2. It's like this team didn't even want to make the playoffs. Let's take a look at our quarterback who, that should be good enough for starting off. He was going for superstar, I don't think so, but rushing touchdowns, absolutely just robbed by the, the quarterback touchdowns were just robbed by the defenders. Devontae, that's not star. That is a scam. Kenny Weatherspoon, not terrible. His name's Weatherspoon, right? Okay. Not terrible. O-line, though, blocking. I'm glad we have the best left tackle. I think he's still the best left tackle in the game, right? Number 3 tackle, 12 sacks. Okay, makes sense. Looking at the defensive side, Martin, 124 tackles. Could go to X Factor. We just re-signed him to a 3-year 20, so, I'd be all about it. Tylerman, 8.5. Sack total is normal, just not good in general. Tyson, glad we re-signed him. Kicking, Rodrigo Blankenship, looking pretty good. Awards for MVP, Williams at number 10. Okay, we'll take it. He gets Offensive Player of the Year on the NFC side as well. Peter Henderson's Rookie of the Year for the defensive side. Aaron Jones, best running back, best wide receiver, number 3 for Adams, number 5 for Devontae. O-line, we got a couple of guys on the list. D-line, no. Linebacker, number 6 for Kamal Martin, number 2 for Tyson, and then kicking, number 5. So not bad, and we made the playoffs. 11-5 Falcons, 91 overall. We're 90, though, so, we're right there. And it's a snow game. If weather actually played a factor, I don't know if Atlanta would stand much of a chance, but we'll see. They've got Baker Mayfield at quarterback. We've got Booby. We got the Booby. 3-0 so far. Not a great game at all, win or lose. 7-3. We get a touchdown finally, and it's going to be 7-10 at halftime. We get 3. Such a close game in the worst way possible. That touchdown was clutch, up by 7, and we will win the game. So not nearly as dominant as the Chiefs here, but we still find our ways, and we do win the game. Of course, very similar games from Baker and Williams. But of course, Williams a little bit more accurate. We'll take that. Madison needs to quit. That is terrible. A 0.5 yards per carry average on 14 attempts. That alone lost him the game. Let's be honest. Running the ball should not have been in the itinerary for the day. Sack totals, Herbie Mitchell and Jason Owa. We tried to get Jason Owa. They didn't, he didn't want to join us. I don't know if I necessarily blame him. Fairburn, missed field goal. Of course, the weather definitely playing a part in that one, but yikes. Of course, we got some upgrades to Boogie. It's not even Booby. I thought it was Booby. Boogie. Damn. Well, I don't like him as much now. All right, divisional round. Green Bay continues. Obviously, we know that. Seattle, 10-6. We are 9-7. Both 90 overall. This is another classic match, of course, in Seattle. A completely different situation here. Would have been snow, but no snow. And that alone could be the difference in this one. You know, we see how close Atlanta made it, and you know, they're a dome team. They're not ready for this kind of weather, and yet they almost beat us at home field with the snow flying down. I almost said pouring down, but that's not how that works. 7-all score, of course. That's a big drive. That's a massive drive. That may be the drive that wins the game with the way this one's unfolding. We are up by 3, though. It's tied up at 17-all, 24-17. Seattle bounces back. Defense answers. This is a close one. What's going to happen here? Is Rodrigo going to be the guy? And let me take a look again. EA and their insanely good simulation probably leaves us not going for the field goal yet again, huh? We didn't. Nice. You had 20 seconds left, and you ran the ball to lose the game. We'll see what happens if we do end up losing. We're going to just force win it. And it's not looking good right now, I'm going to be honest. Oh, Kamal Martin. He's been like the story of this rebuild, and John Gruden is not happy. He's not happy. Of course, Boogie outplayed Russell because he didn't throw 2 picks. Aaron Jones played pretty well. His touchdowns were similar on rushing, so you know there's no excuses there for Russell. You know, same touchdowns, just way more picks. Za'Darius, player of the game, obviously a pick, 2 sacks. Obviously, it's going to be hard to ignore Kamal, who had a really big pick there right at the end. But nice. We win the game, and we move on again. Now we are in the championship round. This is a pretty successful rebuild. And people are like, wow, you chose the Chiefs and Packers. Real tough. Obviously, the Packers in 5 years will be in a very different spot than right now. So that's why I kind of chose the Chiefs now, because even in 5 years, the Chiefs are probably going to be pretty decent because you're going to have Hardman probably. You're going to have Mahomes, and that's really all you need, honestly. And Tyreek will probably still be there, hell. But of course, with the Packers, there's some names: Za'Darius, Preston. Who knows if you can afford Jair? Aaron Jones could be gone. Rodgers will be gone. You know, Devontae could be gone. There's a lot of names that'll be gone, or most likely be gone for Green Bay, or they'll be way worse in the next 5 years or after the 5-year mark. So call it what you want. This team isn't as good as real life, you know? So we're doing some things here. We had a decent offseason. All right, so looking at the end of the game, Daniel Jones still in New York. Would like to see what his numbers look like for ratings, but yeah, it's a strange Packers team. You know, we're not putting up points at a successful rate, but we're doing just enough to win. It's really strange. I don't think that's going to happen here, though. As like I said, this offense, oh my God, they're actually about to do that. 4th and goal, and they block a 19-yard field goal. That alone, just so you know, is unrealistic. Nobody, and I mean nobody, attempts a block on a 19-yard field goal because it's such a chip shot that you would rather play defense and prevent a potential fake. Like, it literally happens every time. I don't know the last time a 19-yard field goal was ever attempted to be blocked. I don't know if it's ever happened. I actually don't. Maybe in like the 40s when 19 yards was like 90 yards in today's time. Leonard Williams crushed it, man. The difference was their defense was better. And you could tell by our stat line, Blankenship, of course, blocked on a 19-yard field goal. It's a chip shot. You definitely are defending against the fake in that situation, but hey, it's EA. We're in freaking heaven now, apparently. Ravens versus the Giants for the Super Bowl. The winner is, of course, the team we lost to, as always. All right, so DevOps, we already knew Boogie would go up to star, as you can see here, and then Devontae Smith we already knew would go up to star. So, you know, we don't know how Olav would have played. Olav. People were waiting for me to pronounce another name. We don't know how he would have played, but in theory, he would have been a superstar this season at 26. Kamal Martin, of course, like we expected, is an X factor, which is nice because we signed him to a 3-year deal, so he's at, 3 more years on his contract, I believe. Can we get rid of Amos? That would be the clutchest. You can, but is it really worth it? God dang it. Za'Darius has regressed hard, so pass rusher is definitely very high on the list. 9, I thought it was 9 power moves. Still, 9 tackling, 4 power move. I mean, he got to be gone soon, right? Like, that just does not look good. But yeah, I mean, the team looks pretty good. I mean, we have some positions obviously replaced. Who doesn't? But You know, we still have David Bakhtiari, and that's A-okay in my book. I think we do, right? Like I said, retirement's there, so hopefully he doesn't decide a week later to screw us over. Pulling Andrew Luck. Oh yeah, by the way, after the draft and all that's over, I'm going to be retiring. So you know, you have no chance to get a replacement. Sorry. Actual douchebag. Jaron Stanley, solid looking quarterback. Do not really need a quarterback. I believe in the guy we got. And I mean, most of these guys are kind of on the not worth it side. And by most, I mean like literally all of them. This is not a good set of free agents. These superstar linebackers that are named Mitchell just keep coming out of the woodwork. I'm taking him. I just don't understand why the AI doesn't value them. Like, I will give them enough money to live on for the rest of their lives. He's gonna he's gonna be like, hey, I am not playing because I'm making a nothing. In a way, he's automatically just Italian, but he is. Though those are the rules, unfortunately. You are forced into this life. But, yeah, I mean, we didn't really see anything in here that we needed necessarily for this season, but we still have the draft, so there's always that. We got a left guard, Perillo. We got, of course, the superstar middle linebacker. Might even, I can't start right away. You know, he will start right away. Be number 2. Eric Wilder, a start development free safety, but he has really good man coverage, so he can play corner. And then a star development DN who can kind of play DT-ish. Not really a starting caliber guy, though. I moved Peter to safety, and he's actually a 77 overall. So, 78 overall, I'm going to move him to strong safety, I think. And then if we need him later, if, Kamal Martin gets, too old, we can move him back if we have to. But I don't mind it. 78 overall, I think we may still trade Amos. Nah, let's just release him, dude. Like, we're not going to get anything for him. Adrian Amos, see you later. We just don't need him. And we have Trey Dean as well. But yeah, I mean, we know what we need. The problem is the best availables in this draft really aren't what we need. Victor Blake, we'll just sign him. All right, so our biggest need right now is a outside linebacker. Well, it's not our biggest need, but one of our biggest needs is outside linebacker for the future. This guy looks decent enough. Can't wait for him to be normal, though, and he is 71 overall. Very fast. Definitely can play on the outside linebacker spot, so not bad, but once again, it's so sad when these guys are never hidden. These are all first-round players, and they're never hidden. Makes you want to cry. Was this the guy we just got? I don't even care, dude. 9 picks up to grab a tight end. Haven't seen a hidden tight end in I don't even know how long, but he looks like a clear-cut beast, so I guess we'll take him. I mean, really high skills, pretty damn good combine, and he is 74 overall, might even be the starter. Okay, I mean, it's about as good as you're going to get in a Madden draft, really, other than like a super speed guy in the first round that has normal anyways. As far as any other position goes, we do have Aaron Jones for a while, but that guy does look really good. Late 4th. Early 4th, that guy's definitely worth taking. We're gonna trade up to these early 3rd round pick. I might actually be in a second life. I might have been a Rosetta Stone. You know that? I don't even know if that language learning company even exists anymore. But if they do, you know, that was me. There's no other explanation for me busting into freaking accents all the time. They need literally. I've never seen that. That is insane. Left tackle, center, left guard, right tackle. Like the whole damn list. All right, 93, 125, and Reedy for pick 1 in the 3rd round, which we will be using on a DT who looks, once again, like a guy that you just can't miss player. Looks insane, and he is automatic starter. So it's good to see that they do have the like clear cut like. They just look so obvious beasts still, but they are, you know, far between way more than they used to be. So, I mean, what can you really ask for? It is what it is. As far as our next pick goes, 6th rounder, I mean, we can't really do much. I don't want to trade up, you know, too much for next year or anything like that. But, yeah, okay, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the draft. Could have been worse. Got a lot of potential players, and of course that DT looks insane. Do we need a fullback? I don't even know. Whatever, we'll take this guy anyways. 69 overall normal. We probably have like 3 fullbacks now. And then in the 7th round, I don't think we need anything. We're going to trade that down to a desperate team. As far as what we had, I don't think we missed anyone. Oh yeah, there was a different pass rusher. We'll take a look at if maybe he was hidden. But I do like the guy we got anyways. Very fast, definitely usable. As far as the DT goes, Randall Stapleton, star development. I think it's a right end we need, not a fullback. He can't play right end. What is this? Patrick Richard? I don't know his name still. And this might have been the guy. I don't know. No, it wasn't the guy. It was someone else. Was it this guy? It was probably this guy because the speed was very similar to our guy. I ain't mad. Or maybe it was this guy. Don't think it was. Maybe it was this guy. It definitely was. It was definitely the guy we looked at before. All right, headed into year 2 with the roster. Obviously looking a lot better. Receivers look good. However, we are seeing regressions from Aaron Jones, Davante Adams. Davante is probably going to be pretty harsh this upcoming season. Got a new tight end, Kendricks. I mean, if the team can get him going, might not be a half bad option there. O-line definitely something we have to look at in the very near future. Defensively, though, I think we're set at linebacker. I mean, Kamal Martin maybe even stays here an extra couple of years after that next contract. Henderson, obviously 22 years old, playing safety, looks, I mean, built for the job, right? I mean, it's a pretty damn good transition, I felt. And then, of course, we do have Mayo, Ford, Savage once he's unusable. I mean, the team looks good. It's looking good. It's better than when we got him. Floating phone, love it. Better than when we got him. And we're still on the upward trend, of course. And speaking of the man, he's going up on that upward trend, man. All right, so we do have some re-signings. First and foremost, Jalen Tyweman. We're going to go with a 4-year deal just because X Factor is what gets you like staying on the team forever. Superstar, you can regress pretty hard, so you know we got to hope he gets the X Factor. Davante Adams, a 3-year deal. I would love to do, but I've seen players, especially at wide receiver, usually retire around 35. Nah, whatever. The tag's going to be more than that anyway, so let's just do it. 3-year, 43. David Bakhtiari, another guy that I would love to re-sign, and I'm not going to do it until after the season, because if we have to tag someone, that would be the guy. Everyone else we don't really necessarily need to keep. Everyone else is kind of just a backup anyways. All right, head to the playoffs. It's looking rough, and we choked the season. I don't know, who made the playoffs, but if Detroit made it, then we definitely would have made it if we would have just won the final couple of games. Terrible, terrible finish. Here is what it looked like. Kind of a rough one in the middle, and then we won 4 straight, and then we lost the last 3. Terrible, terrible stuff. Look at the statistics. Boogie probably doesn't go to Superstar on those. Aaron Jones obviously killing it again. Devontae, I doubt Superstar, but maybe. O-line, not bad. Defensively, Peter Henderson with over 100 tackles. Kenny Clark, good season. Za'Darius, okay. Stapleton, as a rookie, not bad. Herbie Mitchell, okay. Pick totals absolutely disgustingly bad. And Blankenship, those are the types of numbers that probably would have lost us a game or two. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know the exact statistics. I don't really care too much, but good chance of it. Jaron Stanley, the guy in free agency, gets picked up and becomes MVP. I would love to know the stats on that. Like, that can't be Russell Wilson of the freaking Bears. That can't be a common thing, right? Randall Stapleton, Defense Rookie of the Year. How many times do you think that has happened, actually? Go from free agent to MVP on your new team. It seems pretty unlikely, right? Of course, looking at the Super Bowl winner of the year, Niners versus the Bills. The winner of this one is the Bills. David Bakhtiari is still here. David Bakhtiari will still be here because I will not be letting this man go. $15 million deal. Okay, sure, dude. $19 million for the tag. You're not going anywhere. Sorry. As far as the rest of the names go, Jonathan Snell. That's not a bad backup sign, and we'll give him a couple of mils. Woodley, don't need him. Jalen Hurts, definitely don't need him. Foster Moreau, I mean, he wouldn't hurt, but we don't need him. John Runyon, I think there's plenty of guys like him in free agency. Kingsley Kiki, I do like him. Yeah, I'll re-sign him. Been here for quite a while. Why not? Okay, not interested. Well, enjoy your retirement. Got him. Absolutely just rocked him. Right, so before we go to free agency, quick glance at what we need. Right guard, actually, we're set. We have Perillo. So left tackle for the future. Elton Jenkins, we're set for a while still. Maybe a tight end. Devontae retired. He signed a 2-year deal with us and retired at 34. He had plenty of time still. That's a massive loss. That is massive. But we should have money to sign a new wide receiver if there's one there. Za'Darius, what's the contract looking like? I mean, not really saving much, so I guess we'll let him start for another year. Safety, wide receiver, obviously. And then tackle, I suppose, would be the biggest needs, the biggest glaring needs right now. Defensively, anywhere else I'm trying to think of? Kenny Clark, was he 31? That's plenty of time still. Yeah, so, I mean, left tackle, maybe a guard, wide receiver, and safety. And there's a wide receiver there, a 5-year deal for DK. This is a big moment in time. This is a massive moment in time, and we gotta really think about this one because there are some names here. A 4-year deal for Mark, that's a little too long, but man, would he make this team so much better. This is like, I mean, these are decisions that change the course of things. So we gotta be careful with this one. Don't want to spend too much, but I also want to miss out on what could be some very, like, I mean, you think about it. If we can get Metcalf to X Factor, he'll literally stay on that 5-year deal. I think you gotta offer Metcalf, because I don't imagine anyone's matching that offer, right? Really? They're paying him this. I am surprised. If we can get him, we can get him. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I can say. We do have Justin Ross, but not really number 1 caliber. I suppose Devontae is the new number 1 around here. What about Lindsey Jenkins? Could do like a 3-year for this one. Oh, well, they'll do a 3-year for this one. Not a bad slot receiver. The question is, do you pay Andrews a 4-year 40? Let's see if we can get him on a little bit cheaper. Classic small market discrimination. DK Metcalf doesn't want to join us. Daniel Falale doesn't want to join us. Freaking Morant doesn't want to join us. But, oh, hey, Lindsey Jenkins, how are you? Scammed. Yo, the whole league's invested now. Okay, we're going to have to pull this off. We need to gain somebody here. Hello? Please? Drop that by $1 million. Raise this by $1.5 million. How does that... We gave him more, didn't we? Am I, like, blind? We should have just signed him in the DM first place. Yeah, now what, boy? I think that's a good offer. It's not that much, considering how good he is. Oh, he's 31, though. I thought he was 30. This makes it worse. Whatever, we gotta risk it. It is what it is. In fairness, it doesn't really matter, though, because if he retires, then we don't have to pay him anyways. So who cares? Shocking. Mark Andrews rejects. We gave him $50 million. We could probably give him an extra $10 million than any other team did, and he didn't care. We get a start development 27-year-old just as a backup. Rob Richter, not bad. And then Priestley, I don't even care about you, okay? Boogie Williams, hell no. Hell no. We're resigning him right away. We're going to save a ton of money. You didn't think I thought it was someone else? Nah, dude, I knew who that was. I just do not want to pay him more than I need to. Some decent linemen in this class, I'll give him that. A lot of safeties, though. Not really, I mean, as far as best available goes, not really what I wanted. I was looking for a pass rusher, looking for top-tier linemen. I suppose those linemen look good. They're just not very, high. Swinton, not a bad backup corner. We got a lot of backups. Pick 16. I forgot we have actually a decently high pick. I should have actually looked at some of the higher-end players. Could go running back. It might be a little too premature. Aaron Jones is probably good for at least another 2 years. I think this would be a good time to trade down to, like, 32 or so. Be able to land ourselves a nice little extra draft pick. Hopefully a first-rounder out of it. We ended up getting 32 this and projected pick 28 next from the Bills, and they end up taking what probably will be a bust. That does not look good. What is wrong with this class? I mean, it is just Madden in general, but still. Yikes. Safeties, I mean, they look all right, but I mean, nothing's really, like, blowing me away with any of these players, like, at all. The center looks pretty good, so we'll move the center up. We'll move the right tackle up. And then I suppose we'll move the tight end up. I mean, he looks worse than our last player we had, but he does have a lot more speed, so he might be worth taking. Had a lot of luck with centers lately in these classes, so... I mean, that running back does. What is he, 21? 21, super fast. That guy has hidden written all over him. I think we're going to take the center, though, Macklin. Ugh, 72 overall normal. Damn, you know that running back's going to be gone, too. What was the name of the running back? I forgot. We'll be able to find him. He's in one of those positions. All right, so did we lose 2 players here? I feel like we had another one. Oh, the tight end! Hopefully he's bad. Hopefully he's bad. Late third. I can't be doing late thirds. Let's get something for this pick. Move down to, like, high third. All right, 48 for 64, 92 from the Bills. 92 is next year. We're taking it all from them. This one seems to be a little bit better of a trade-up, though. And I suppose if our guy is there... Joe Cheeks. Hopefully he's not his last name. And he's not. Hidden development, 69 overall. Okay. Man, those skills are very tough to read because he did not look as good as his, the guy we took a little bit ago. That quarterback actually looks decent. I'll slap him on the list just in case he's there late. As far as what's next, I mean, we could always use another lineman, so, I mean, I'll put him on the list too. This running back, I mean, decent power back. Put him up on the higher end of the list as well. I suppose we can go to 16, maybe take the guard. I don't know. I mean, you're kind of just getting lucky, and we already did get lucky once, so why not try again, I guess? Jeff Mooney, late 4th. He'd be gone probably late 3rd, so let's take him. Let's risk it. And not a good risk this time. So we hit on 1 of 3, which is probably not good odds considering those were our, like, top 3 picks. Those were literally our top 3, weren't they? Damn, son. I mean, hopefully that tackle's, like, superstar or something. What about this DT? He's kind of like on the weaker side. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of our draft class at all. At all. Do we take the running back in the 4th? He was like a 6th-rounder. You expect him to go like mid-5th at like latest. Early 6th? Yeah, we'll take him now. Screw it. Devontae Cobb. The Packers get Cobb back. Of course, he looks really good. The big issue would be injury, but I mean, he's a massive person. 84 strength, 234 pounds, really good truck and stiff, solid speed. I don't know if he'll actually be like the starter once Aaron Jones is gone, but he should be a decent, power back. As far as what's next, strong safety mid-6th. The catching usually means good, so I'm going to go for him. Catching is good. Okay, well, I mean, it wasn't here. Yikes. Definitely potential, but for us, terrible. So we really only landed like 1 good player, which is just sweet. All right, the only guy with hidden. Of course, we missed a few players. If I can remember them, I'll look. Please, superstar. Damn, what do we need? I guess I'll put him at left tackle for now, and he'll just wait for David to slowly drift off into death. Okay, that's a little harsh, but true. Was this the tight end? Keenan Kerr? Oh, please, it was. It's 100% him. 1,000% him. 1,000,000% him. Can't wait for this to be an X Factor. This is going to be great. Nice. Nice. Superstar. Sweet. Love it. Love what you've done with the place. This could be the running back, and if it was, I'm not mad. That's not the running back. Okay, so missing that tight end kind of sucked. I was hoping maybe it would be this. Wow, there's a couple of tight ends with hidden. Sweet. Sweet. That sucks. That really does. But I suppose the guy we already have he's okay. He just didn't really develop well. All right, this is the roster for what would appear to be year 3, I believe. Of course, Aaron Jones is regressing hard. Jenkins, how old is he again? 26 at normal. Devontae, we really need to get to superstar this year. O-line is kind of improving because Durant, he's young. Cheeks, he's star. Mayfield, he's like 27. Yeah, he's plenty. So we really need maybe a replacement for Jenkins and then Perillo. So that not too bad there. Outside linebacker, maybe Talbot gets developed quick enough to replace Za'Darius, but probably not. Maybe need a new free safety, but Mayo, I mean, he's kind of developing a little bit, I guess. And then corners, I mean, if we can get Blake to superstar, we're set. Even if we don't, he's still young. And then Clark, I don't know how long it'll be before he regresses hard, but maybe free safety, middle linebacker, DT on the defensive side, and then offensive side, 2 guards, a wide receiver, and maybe a running back, and then tight end we're always looking at, but not easy to fill. Should have just freaking signed Mark, 4-year 40. Kenny Clark, I mean, I definitely think he can play another 2 years at least. He pretty much wants a guaranteed deal, which, fair enough, do what you got to do. If David's still here, I'll do it, but I don't think he will be. Herbie Mitchell, I'm just going to give him the full whack 7-year deal. Boogie, that's going to be a 7-year deal for him as well. He's played pretty damn well. 7-year 189, I mean, it's saving about like 60, 70 mil, depending on how he progresses. Obviously, we're screwed if he sucks, but who the hell is this guy? I'll re-sign him. Not bad. We have a ton of money. And, not really that bad of a situation here. Darnell, you probably just let go. So, okay, fair enough. Headed to the playoffs, and let me tell you, we are not in them. We just aren't. 7-9. We did win a couple of games near the end, though. We were 5-9. 7-9, super great. 3 wins in a row right at the end. Sweet stuff. And the Bears, who were like really solid, are 4-12. Nice. Statistically, Boogie. Probably not good enough for a superstar again. Maybe we need to change the schemes around. I don't know. Devontae, that's superstar, 100%. Well, maybe not 100%, but like an 85, 90%. O-line was absolute dog shahit. Malcolm Mitchell, not bad. Could go to X Factor. Stapleton's been killing it. By the way, I think he went to superstar last season. Unless he already had superstar. I'm pretty sure he had star. Can we see that? No, it's way too far back. But I'm pretty sure he went to superstar. We just didn't check DevUps because it was such a bad season. We didn't expect to have any. Tyson could go to X Factor, which would be pretty clutch. And then Rodrigo, we're going to let hit free agency because he's just not worth it. He's just not playing well. NFC side, don't think we would have had anything. Maybe running back number 4. Number 2 for Devontae. Okay, yeah, so that's probably a superstar, right? A bit of a yikes, so back-to-back missing the playoffs seasons. Definitely rough. No doubt about it. We do have some money for free agents, so if there's anyone decent there, if we would have had Metcalf, that would have been such a win, dude. And the Browns win. Is David still here? No way. Okay, he's gone. I figured. I was like, not a chance, right? Everyone's regressed hard. Zadarius. Wait, do they automatically? Because we have dev downs like turned off, but maybe they automatically go down once they're a certain age, so then they don't stay forever. But of course, we respect this man. We appreciate his longevity, but unfortunately, it is time to move on. So 80 mil to work with. What are the biggest glaring needs? So left tackle, because Cheeks is okay, but I mean, at the same time, he is kind of Cheeks. Probably could play guard and makes more sense to play guard. Elton slide into left tackle maybe, and then just look for a replacement for Perillo. We'll see, though. Looking at receivers, Devontae did go to superstar like we expected. Unfortunately, no dev up for Boogie, but he's still a really good player. Aaron Jones retires. Oof. Not looking good out here. I can't lie. And then Stapleton already at 23 is an X Factor. Basically got themselves a new Kenny Clark. How OP is that? No X Factor for Tyson, which is kind of dumb. So, yeah, I mean, we've got holes for sure, but, I mean, we got the money, right? So, Jonathan Allen, not a need. Ronnie, yeah, we got the money for Ronnie. I'll pay Ronnie. Unless we see, like, another need on the team that's, we can't afford. Ronnie seems to be a good player. A lot of DNs. A lot of, like, DN players, or D linemen, I suppose. Willie Gay, he's not a pass rusher. Let's actually take a look at him, to be fair. Maybe they developed his pass rush. No, they didn't. Owa, obviously we were the Chiefs, but Owa's obviously very good. A 3-year 48 is pretty manageable. Maybe do a 4-year 70 just about. So once again, we really do not get any bid war players at all. That's pretty good, though. Dalton Andrews, who is this? He's coverage linebacker, huh? Not bad. Orlando at 32. DT Roper. Yeah, there's a lot of good names here. Marco Harrison. I don't really want to pay for another, like, slot type guy, but we need a wide receiver. That might be the move. We'll see. I mean, there's some names here. There's some names. We might be able to pull something off. Unfortunately, though, for running back, it's not looking great. I mean, damn. How does this always happen? I offered him, like, the bar was at least, like, 15 points. Like, if they actually showed the points, the bar would have been 15 points ahead, and he still declines. Oh, my. We don't get Harrison either. We don't get Stanley. Oh, thank God we got Tre'Davious White. I literally only signed him because I figured one of the corners could probably play free safety, maybe even Tre'Davious. I don't know. Yeah, Tre'Davious probably does make the most sense to play free safety. Actual scam. I swear they didn't remove the points thing because they wanted people to have a more fun experience for online leagues. They did it because it exposed how bad the system was. Guaranteed, 100%. It's similar to the regression system being removed. They didn't really care about it. It's just that they knew it was too tough to implement properly. So they're just like, oh, screw it. We'll just make it where no one could regress. And then what happens when they bring it back? The most broken thing going. It does seem more fixed now, but like still, like, I'm just saying, dude. Like, spot the lie, because I can't. All right, let's go to the draft. We have several linebackers. We have, who do we got? We got McDermott, Scarborough. We have me. We'll show you me in a second. I am there. Man, they are going left and right. We might have to move up to Denver's pick here. 8-5. How much? That's a pretty tough work schedule. What do we? Can we give him like a corner? Do you want a cornerback? We got a couple of those. AJ Richardson is star development. Here you go. Yeah, there you go. I believe he's star development at least. We'll give you a 5th with the star development corner and pick 8. That's what you want, right? They probably don't want that, but here we are. Going to our draft pick. Phillip looks like the best case. I mean, A- power. I mean, I guess we're here. And he is hitting 75 overall. A little bit on the slower side. I will admit, first glance, I feel a star development. I don't know. I'm just feeling star. As far as our other positions go, we do have a wide receiver. Where is he? There he is. We also have 3 running backs. I don't really know which one's best, but Sawyer, I think, is the best, even though his combine grade is the lowest, just because he has age. I don't know. It's tough. They're all kind of decent. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're all kind of similar, so maybe we just wait for Priester or something. I don't know. Looking at the other positions, we're going to take McDermott off. I don't really need him. Don't need him. Cornerback Hewitt. Corner's not the hugest need on the team, but they're pretty decent players. Weird head guy. Linebacker's not that big of a need. Dustin Kovacs. We could go for Kovacs and then the center. We do have the tight end, though, Ben Church. Let's just go to our next pick. I don't want to trade up for those players. The corner is still there. Whew. That's a tough one. Maybe we should have traded up for the guard, actually. The corner, Enrique Dye, 21 years old. This guy's pretty good, too. We're going Enrique Dye. Ah, nice. Oh, Rudy Bronson went. Well, that sucks. Well, we're going to take our center now. I thought Rudy was a late second. I guess he wasn't. Mike Golden, the center. Andy was hit in development like we'd expect. 75 overall. Okay, I'm not mad. I am mad about that, but I am a little mad about the wide receiver. Not going to lie. And then best available running back. We have to go right around here. And the question is he good enough to even trade up for? Who is our running back right now, actually? We have star development Shepard, but he's 24 now. Hubbard's old. I guess let's trade up. We give them all this for 42. Those were all this year picks, by the way. All right, the running back, Mr. Jamal Samuel. I'm going to be honest, this is probably normal development, which kind of sucks. Or it is not that. He's a little on the slower side, but power backs usually do pretty well for me, so okay. What's our next pick? Manny Gardner. I mean, we'll go to the start of the 3rd and maybe trade up for him. I don't know how I feel about that guy. Yeah, we'll trade up for him, whatever. Oh, we can't because the Bears. Let's go to the Cardinals. Oh, they get a freaking quarterback, Brad Fox. Kind of wish we would have taken him now just because not only is he a decent overall, but now the rivals have him. That is not enough, unfortunately. Let's give him a 3rd round next year. bit of a reach for this tackle, honestly. Like, we didn't want to trade up for the guard who looked really solid. But yeah, for the tackle. Manny Gardner, we'll take him. 71 overall, normal. I'm disappointed. This guy actually kind of looks decent. I know his skills suck, but really athletic for 6'3". We'll take him. 67 overall, normal. In the user league, you're developing that, I feel. All right, Philip Scarborough, the starting left outside linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. Development is superstar. Okay. We'll go 52. I was about to say 55 is a little too early. No hit in there. We got a hit in, 2 more hit-ins. We got a center, Mike Golden, who... Do we need him at center? I don't even know. I think we need him at guard more. Has star development. Kind of expected that. Let's put him at right guard. And then the running back, Jamal Samuel, starter out the gate, whether he has star, superstar, or X Factor. He, however, does, in fact, have star development. I would have liked a little bit better, but yeah, what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Take a look at a few positions. The linebacker that we missed, Mr. 77, I forgot. Normal, suck it hard as you can, Grandma. Nothing. LaShawn McKinney, he is a pass rusher, so we may have missed on this one. We'll take a look. Development, I mean, he is 2 years younger as well. His development is star. Okay, pretty good. Anyone else? Did we have Thornton? No, you know who the hell this is. Yikes. Slowest of the bunch, and he was terrible. What about the tight end? Here he is. Ben Church. Normal development, but look at the speed. But obviously, I am not mad. We had a shot at 2 corners, right? Or yeah, we could have had the other corner. I don't think it was that guy. I think it was Hewitt. Normal development, I mean, would have been better anyways, but okay, what about Bronson? Oh, 72 overall wide receiver, 6'1" on top of it. What is the development? I mean, it already is a huge loss for us, but please don't be any worse. Oh, yeah, that's great news. Year 4. Offensive line, I mean, it's taken a hit. We're trying to get younger. I mean, Golden and Cheeks are going to be here for a long time. Duran's not too old, like 25, so that situation's all right. Wide receiver number 2/3 needs to be upgraded. Tight end needs to be upgraded. Running back is, I mean, we don't know how he's going to play, but whew, that's a challenge. Linebacker, we moved Mitchell up because he's 86 overall, and he's younger by a decent bit. He's 25. Scarborough, obviously, starter. Tre'Davious White looking like, you sure you want me at free safety? Look at his face. Actually, literally, the reaction of us telling him that he's gonna be playing free safety. Corners are great. D-line's obviously really good. It's a good team. We have re-signings. Obviously, Devontae is like the only decent wide receiver we got around here, so we're going to re-sign him. Kamal Martin, that's not a bad contract. I'm willing to give him that for sure. He's actually turned into quite the player. Peter Henderson. Will we need him to go back down to linebacker at some point? Who knows? Whether we do or not, he's a 7-year player for us. Durand, that's not a bad contract. He's pretty damn decent. We'll give him the deal. A 4-year, 37. Mayo, that's really favorable. I'm giving him a long term. Anyone else? Jerry Shepard, that was a guy we had whiles back. I don't think so. Maybe we think about some other players like this guy. You know, we wanted him to be our slot guy. Never really worked out, but as of right now, I mean, not really, right? I mean, the season's looking okay, but are we in the playoffs? We are at 9-7, a very close call. We got to be like 6 or 7 seed at this point. Looking at the regular season here, to be fair, 6 or 7 is pretty much like almost a guarantee if you're in the playoffs at this point because we didn't win the division, and the only other spot would be the 5th, so shocker, you know. Boogie, that should be superstar. Of course, the picks are a bit high, but should be superstar. It's not a great season, though, because, you know, you got to look at the fact that we had, like, no success on the ground, which, I mean, I suppose it makes him look good, but overall, ooh, that's got to be star, right? But overall, it, you know, it does mean that he wasn't sharing touchdowns. He just kept them to himself. Scarborough has been, whoa, that was, okay. Scarborough and 10.5 sacks, really good year. And then Stapleton has been insane. Even at a pick, he's 305 pounds. This man cannot be stopped. He's actually nuts. Westerman was kind of iffy. Did we win any awards? Where's our guy on the list? Number 10, right at the end. Rookie awards, almost number 1 running back, rookie offensively. Did get the defensive rookie of the year. Quarterback's number 3, so that'll be a dev up for sure. Wide receiver, number 10. O-line, number 8. D-line, number 2. Number 5. Linebacker, number 7 and number 10. DB, number 2. And then kicker, definitely not on the list, right? Oh, number 8, surprisingly. But here we are going against the division rival and division leading Detroit Lions. They're a 93. Wow, damn, that's scary. And we are a 91 overall. All right, going to the end of the game, 7-0, 14-0, 21-0, 28-0. Okay, team's looking pretty good here. Lions finally put up points, but it's only 3. 35-3. Yeah, that's going to be a GG. Lions never stood a chance. 42-3. What a game. Let's take a look at this stat line. Wow. Their guy got limited. Was that a quarterback? I got to make sure. Like, is that not a running back? Okay. Rushing was terrible. Receivers obviously did pretty decently. I don't know why this Joey guy's getting so many catches and whatnot. Rashard Harper. No, I mean, I thought he had a pick. No one had picks. I forgot. Not really great by them, though. You know, he might not have picks, but he was like 33% completion percentage or something really bad. Now go to the division round, going up against the San Francisco 49ers. 92 for us, 91 for them. They do have Jaron Stanley, the guy that was signed from free agency and became the MVP that very same season. Don't know what they did with that season. Can't remember if they made the Super Bowl or what, how they played, but still very impressive. Please don't do it to us. Already scored more points than the entire Detroit Lions, right? They only scored 3 last game, I think. Not looking good. 3-7, 10-7, 14-10. This is a very close game so far. 21-10. This isn't looking good. Offense needs to do something here, and it's just not happening. They get the touchdown. Oh! There's no way. How? How did this team win? They were down 14 with like 9 minutes left. The Niners just do not like to hold leads in the playoffs. I'm sorry, Niners fans. That Chiefs one is brutal. I get it. That is harsh. Javon Kinlaw, Dre Greenlaw. Everyone's law in that team. A bunch of lawyers, filthy lawyer. I mean, a lot of sacks from them, but was not enough. Good old Tre'Davious with a pick. And we move on to the championship round. I did not think we were going to. I'm just going to be dead-ass honest. But here it is. Championship run against Washington. 9-7 versus 8-8. Okay, interesting. Sliders might have been a little too high. So if you're going for under 5 years, or 5 to 6 years, whatever, under 6, 130 to 150 is fine. But if you're going for 10 years, definitely not. It's a little too high. 120 to 130 probably be better. Here we go, going to the end of the game, 7-0. Washington's having a very good start here, and we drive down. We only get 3. Offense has been really struggling outside of that first wild card game. I don't like it, man. Doesn't look good. Defense is trying. 6-14, 6-17. Fourth quarter, Green Bay coming in here. Maybe not. Might be too late. Are they driving? Whose ball is it? Oh, they won. Damn, son. Terrible, terrible, ugly performance. Defense killed it. But, of course, offense was garbage. Garbage. Oh, my Lord. To be fair, running game is bad. We need to find a running back. We're going to be moving on to our final season. We really need to get a running back from free agency. Like, there's no question about it. We get 2 picks in that game, and we lost. They missed a field goal on top of it. We lost. How much help do you need? Offense is so bad there. I don't want to blow the complete load because, in fairness, if we could always come back to this rebuild in the future, but at the same time, it is the final year. I kind of want to build this team, try to see if we can get that Super Bowl here. Be nice to finish it off with a Super Bowl win. Washington wins the Super Bowl 31-28. And Boogie Williams is superstar development trait at 94 overall. Obviously, that's 7-year deal worth every penny now. Kendricks goes up to star, so obviously 83 overall. Not bad now. Defensively, any dev-ups? I don't know. Ty Women. Oh, here we go. This is some nice stuff. Ty Women gets the Superstar X Factor, and then Tyson at 30 clutches up and gets X Factor. I think he would have regressed a little bit there if he didn't. I might actually re-sign Tre'Davious. I didn't expect him to still be a god here. So, Tre'Davious, you want to join back on the team? See if we can give it one more go? We got a decent bit of money. We can sign everything we need If we want him, we're going to offer like 12 mil. Wow. Okay, it's not that much more. We'll sign the tag. And then everyone else, we will let go, I suppose. All right, so Ellen Jenkins, 91 overall, is 33. He'll last at least this upcoming season, maybe one more afterwards. As far as offense goes, we look for a wide receiver, obviously. Running back, definitely on the list. And then defensively, Kamal Martin's still looking pretty good, so maybe a linebacker, safety, and then potentially a corner because Victor Blake is, he's getting up there. But yeah, I mean, the team is, really don't have many players you can replace necessarily. So, yeah, I mean, that's works for me. Caleb Farley, a little too old. Free safety Zamir White. We really don't have any great wide receiving options. George Meredith, any man coverage? Okay, it's kind of slow too. Yeah, this isn't looking super hot here. I mean, none of these running backs are really, bounds and leaps better than Samuel. So, I mean, maybe Zamir, I suppose. All right, I mean, we signed him anyway. Zamir White, a 3-year, $15 million deal, not crazy high. And then Jeremy Ryan's 27 years old, star development on another 3-year, 27 mil, I believe. So Ryan's a move up to number 2. Zamir will be the starter with Samuel as the backup. Looking at the draft, obviously looking for a wide receiver still kind of. Looking for offensive lineman, kind of. Running back, kind of. And then defensively, linebacker, safety, corner potentially. Not going to lie, this draft was... It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad looking. But there are some safeties. Where is the guy we wanted? This one. Mr. Tracy Wheaton, late first. I think he looks really solid. So we're going to go to like 19 or 20, make a trade up. Honestly, this draft, ooh. Like I said, this draft does not look great. It really does not. I mean, the first overall pick was a quarterback who's a 69 rated. If that doesn't tell you what it is, yeah, there it is. That's about it. And he goes to the Rams. Yikes. I mean, there are other safeties there anyways. Spadell looks a little bit better. He's a late second, so we can wait. I mean, the Wheaton guy, unless he's like really good dev, it doesn't look like we missed anyone crazy good, so I'm not too mad about it. We also do have a linebacker early second. Do we take... I'm going to take the linebacker, Jaden Davis, 74 overall. By game standards, it's not bad. That's actually pretty good. Let's move down to like pick 8 or something and grab the other safety. And I mean, after that, it's really just like take a bunch of random linemen that you hope are good, I guess. I'm seeing some decent overall wide receivers, but based on combine grades, they definitely did not look that good. I'm just going to be honest. And we have to go one more because it's the Bears. Hopefully they don't take them. They don't. Texans. Dipping into the future again. Second this, third next, and our backup tackle for pick number 8. Which, of course, will be the safety, J.R. Spadell. Please be good, and he is good. 73 overall hidden. Nice. I'm surprised. I'm always seeing normal development, and always just like, okay, well, here's another normal. Not today, though. Suck it. You know what I mean? 23 years old. Looks okay, but, I mean, none of those guys really look too great. I think we're going to grab some centers. We're going to grab the first one and pick 29 in the 4th, and then I don't think we have much better after that. It's like 6 rounders or something like that. Do we have a 5th? I did not think we did. All right, Brett Sanborn. Looks pretty good to me. And yeah, you're kind of just hoping to get lucky. Which is usually what happens when I call you mama. And then Josh Palumbo. I mean, another guy looks decent. 64 overall. I mean, he's not bad. Like, I don't know how that's a 64 overall. I'd say that awareness, you jump it to 70, he's like a 73 overall or something, but okay, I mean, yeah, sweet. Was actually able to grab a couple of decent draft picks, actually, with these 6-round picks for next year. Not that we're going to see it yet, maybe in the future. We come back to this, I don't know, but as far as what we need, I'll take a fullback, Mr. Justice Miller. And that pick did not, he did not do that pick justice. Wow. Yeah, I've been rebuilding for 6 hours straight. Leave me alone, please. Spadell, I kind of want to compare him to the other guy, but, I mean, I'll take it. Hidden developments, free safety. Don't need to use him yet, I don't think, but in the future, look at his arms. Strong as can be. What did they have? Was it Wheaton? 72 overall. Wheaton. Uh-oh. Oh, also hidden. This is not good. This looks like a bad. This is going to go badly for us, isn't it? And, yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe it's okay. Maybe things, don't think of the worst all the time, you know? And here is the roster for the final season, year number 5. Can we do it? We got pretty damn close to winning the damn whole thing, but we did not. Look at all the red. It's like Christmas. Like and subscribe for Christmas. There needs to be a green dev now, damn it. That sounds like a disease, really. If you got a green dev, you're definitely diseased. Start hemorrhaging stats. We have a couple of re-signings, and there's one guy you do not let go. Stapleton's been a pretty good player on this team. A staple of this defense for sure. Got to keep him. Elton Jenkins, I mean, you can keep him for another year. Why not? Can't wait. Tre'Davious, probably not. Dennis Kendricks, you gotta have a little faith in your players. 6-year deal. Hubbard, no. Perillo, no. Dunn, no. Talbot, yeah, I mean, he's fast. Give him a couple of years. As far as everyone else goes, though, maybe Kenny Clark. Nah, you give Kenny Clark another one. He can definitely play another year. There you go. All right, to give myself a little more of a surprise, I kind of left it at mid-season as 5-3 versus 5-3 Browns. I don't know if we're gonna make the playoffs. This might be a bust of a half rebuild. Oh, we're in. Maybe not. Maybe not. Of course, 10-6. It's good. It's good enough, you know, considering there's a lot of teams that are like in the 90s now that didn't even make the playoffs at all, so I'll take it. Boogie Williams, a lot of yards. Touchdowns are low. Hopefully there's a lot for the rushing, and there's not. Yikes. Jeremy Ryan's the new guy we got, star development. Maybe goes to superstar. Devontae, definitely not any higher. Kendricks, maybe superstar. Pretty good season, actually, for a tight end. O-line, yo! He's done it. 20 sacks allowed. Cheeks, indeed. That's more than most linemen have in their entire career. Like, yo. Stapleton, obviously a god. Tywiman, really good. Mitchell, really good. Scarborough, pretty solid. Picks, not bad. Nothing crazy. Westerman's kind of, he's kind of just there. He's just kind of along for the ride. I have no faith in him whatsoever. Jordan Love, the MVP of the league. Okay, that's definitely not something you want to see here in a Packers rebuild. Metcalf, best wide receiver. We tried to get him. He didn't want to join us. Things are looking really good. Going against Detroit, the division, not losers, but they didn't win it. So I guess if you're not the division winner, you're the division loser. And they were half a game away. Snowy game here in Green Bay. We should have the advantage, but it is Madden. So let's be honest, the Dome team's going to find a way to smoke us. Really good start for the Packers, and, I mean, this is the last season no matter what. No matter what happens. I don't care if we get 1 point away from winning the Super Bowl. This is the final season, so make it count, Green Bay. Halftime up by 14. Chance to drive down and pretty much seal it. Didn't get it done, but they did there. 14-point deficit, and that is going to be a GG. 35-14 is the final. Moving on to the divisional round, of course, Boogie Williams looking pretty good. Taylor Carter, not so much. I think last time he played us, he was really bad too, but at least he got yards this time. Zamir White was terrible. Samuel was terrible. We're a bad rushing team. I'll just put it that way. Scarborough, really good stuff. Kamal Martin, really good, surprisingly. Tywiman and Clark, good skin. I mean, we had a lot of sacks. A couple of picks on top of it. They missed a field goal. Things went well. Divisional round against Washington. Uh-oh, that's not good. 94 to their 91. Yeah, pretty much seems like a lot of people are in the 90s. A lot of teams are in the 90 overall range now. Another home game. Dark, but no snow. Don't know if that really hurts us or helps us. Chiefs lose on the other end, so there's that. Oh, not the next quarter. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but still, just go to the next end of the game. Really good start. I mean, we've had a touchdown in back-to-back playoff games out the first drive, which is definitely nice. 14-17 now. Before half, we get a touchdown that's clutch. They cannot do anything. That could be a game changer. Down by 3. We're now up by 4. What a back and forth. Uh-oh, Washington, please don't. Halfway there. Oh, come on, Green Bay. That's a field goal. It's tied up at 31 all. Washington's going to do it, aren't they? Did they miss? He missed. That's why you don't get Jake Elliott as your kicker. Watch, he's going to be the game winner now. Oh, 3rd and 5, sacked. No field goal. Damn, look at this game. This is bad. That. What is this field goal? Do we not have a block? Do we not have him iced? This is nutso. Oh, are they going to kick the... Wait a minute. Punt? Wait, did the ice cause them to punt? I've never even seen that. Yo. That works. I don't know why they would... I mean, I guess if you miss, you're screwed. 15-yard line's not super great, but it's okay. All right, back to offense. They're still driving, and they win. Wow, what a long game. That was like 5 full quarters worth. Really good game for both quarterbacks. Both deserved it, but we got the win. Receiving, Terry McLaurin was great. Kendrick's not bad at all for a tight end. Really good receiving numbers. Sack totals, really good for the D-line yet again. Kicking, they missed a field goal once again. That was a massive one from, 45 or 48? It's Jake Elliott. Seems like the longer it is, the better it is. So the fact that it was kind of like not a chip shot, but it was kind of on the easier side. It's probably the reason why he missed. Now on to the championship. Oh, this should be a wash. The Cowboys, 86 overall, and it's the Cowboys versus the Packers. That's a GG. That's a loss for them. And we have ourselves a snowy one. All right, going into the end of the game. Can we make the Super Bowl? Can we win it? Can we walk off on the perfect Christmas Day rebuild? The world may never know. I mean, they will know in less than a couple of minutes. 16-7 at half is a very, convincing lead. And that's gone. The convincing lead's gone, but we get it back. Up by 6. And we're headed to the Super Bowl. Let's go. We knew we were going to win. That was so easy. Quarterback, a lot of yards. Touchdowns were lacking. Rushing, we had 2. Run game is just bad. Devontae Smith shows up. Sack totals, once again, not bad at all. The outside linebackers showing up big time in this one. Kicking was perfect in the weathery game. Pretty impressive stuff there, too. Going on to the bowl. Who's it going to be against? No. We don't care about your upgrades. We do not care. The winner... Ooh, it's going to be the Bills. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let's take a look at our team. Ryan's does go to Superstar. I was actually a little surprised by that, but I'll take it. I wish Kendricks would have went up to Superstar. Defensively, Mitchell looks like he went to X Factor, right? He did, and that's pretty much it to my knowledge, right? No one else went up. Either way, it's an absolutely nutso roster, and we are primed to win this, right? 94 to their 91 overall. Close one, but who wins? And it's going to be us. I don't know why we're asking these questions. Clearly, we're going to be the winners. And here we are in US Bank Stadium for the final game in the final season of the final rebuild ever. Not really, but could be the final rebuild until New Year, honestly. Trying to think. Probably not. We'll probably have another one. But definitely not one on Saturday or Sunday. This is enough rebuilding for me for a while. This is a close game. That 21-7 lead is completely gone, as they have not had a point since. Really clutch one here, though. 24 all. We had to punt. Defense is trying, but I don't think they're going to do it. I'm scared. Not like this. 3rd and 10. Do they get it? 4th and inches. I mean, you got to keep the timeouts. You can't ice them. This isn't the easiest field goal in the world, but you got to think they're going to hit it. Don't hit the kicker late. Oh, and we hit him late. It went in anyways, but that's a sell. We didn't hit him late at all. The game's just trash, but still. They're definitely an accept. Oh, they didn't accept it. That is actually really interesting. What do you think happens in real life? I think it depends on what the other team's offense looks like, right? Leave that. I think it depends on what the other team's offense looks like. I am invested. I do not care. Honestly, I'm going to win this game for us. And we get hit as we throw. I mean, that was massive pass interference on that slant. Crazy stuff. Got to get to the 38 to try and tie this game up. What if I told you I don't want to tie the game up? I want to win the game up. I don't even know what that means. Tight end is open. He's trying to angle. Gets a huge chunk down to the 47-yard line. Let's slant Smith get close. That's a really good throw. I think we can hurry up here and get one last toss. Uh-oh. Stay in. And he doesn't even get the feet down. We maybe should have played that safer. Oh, Lord. They're going to ice us too. No? Woo! You can't do that. That's illegal. This isn't good. That's a guesswork. God damn, I'm good. Right down the freaking middle. Perfection, they call me. Let's see what happens at overtime. Another overtime playoff game. Is that going to be a GG? It is not. Offense scores a touchdown. They win. I don't think they did, though. They did! They win the game! What was it, like a 70-yarder? I thought it was a pick. I thought it was a pick or a fumble. The Packers are on top of the world. The perfect ending. I didn't show you guys that we didn't cheat like any of the seasons, by the way. The perfect ending to the perfect 10-year dual team rebuild. If you guys actually like this style of video, maybe, you know, I kind of just thought maybe this would be a decent idea to do, but maybe you guys want to see more of these, like, same team, like, same universe double team rebuilds, you know? Let me know. Like, we could do, like, the Jets, and then 5 years later it's the Patriots or something. I don't know. Something in that nature. I don't care. I really don't care. Obviously, we did kind of, like, play a gigantic part in the result of this one, but, you know, at the same time, we let the AI decide overtime. The MVP of the game, of course, Boogie Williams, absolute clutchanizer, they call him. I don't think they call him that, but I did. That is a performance of the ages. What a damn game, and God, I want to see that again so bad. Green Bay champions of the world. That's all that's all I want to see. And I know everyone else in the league obviously wants to see that too. Can you imagine? But of course, the Packers win. We win. And how many Super Bowls was that on this rebuild? 4? 3 to 4. 3 to 5. 3 to 4. Probably 4. Maybe 3. I don't know. It was still a really good one. And I really do hope you guys enjoy. Let's take a look at these stats. Rushing actually looked like it was pretty decent. Kendrick's balling out of control as always. Sack totals, Scarborough. We actually had some pretty good sack totals. I can't lie. Regular season numbers weren't terrible, and then postseason numbers were really good. But that is going to be the rebuild. There's not much more to it than that. I was going to say than to do it, but we've already done it. The doing has been completed. Boogie Williams, 6'6". Look at the accuracy. Short accuracy's bad, but, you know, that's if you're going to have one accuracy that's bad, I'd say probably deep accuracy be the one you want bad, but still not bad. Team's looking really good, obviously. O-line is really what your biggest issue is coming forward here, or going forward, I suppose, would be the word for that. Defensively, once again, let's take a look at Mr. Stapleton. He has been insane. He's 25 years old, and he still has more upgrades to go. 99 82 power, 83 finesse, and he's been crushing it. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I really just cannot tell you anything about it. I just don't know. And then really no one else that matters too much. Ty Winman, I suppose, if you want to see it. You know, once again, another block shedder. Really, really interesting stuff. But that is the Christmas dual red and green team. 5-year rebuild for each team, technically 10. Realistic style. I can't say of the, because it was both of the Chiefs and the Packers. Like I said, if you want to see more of these, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be honest, I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. Been recording for like 8 hours straight here. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys do enjoy your day. Hopefully you relax, you know, whatever you believe in. Hopefully you take the time out that you need to, just chill. You know, if you have the option to, just relax, just chill. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. We do a ton of franchise videos. I will say tomorrow at the very least will be a light upload day. Maybe even just one video. Maybe the, was it the Divisional Round? Wildcard round? No, we got the wildcard round. Divisional round of the playoffs in our Rams League. Could be a lot of fun. Probably be a solo upload for tomorrow unless we do a second channeler, which I think we did a second channeler earlier today, actually. PKR Plays. Maybe check that out. Like the video if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter, JeromePkr. Second channel, PKR Plays, like we said, and then twitch.tv/JeromePkr. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video,